3. Ooh, what is up, chat? What is up with you on this Saturday night? It's been a while since we've been on, We're two grown ass people with lives, so, shit be coming up, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We can't
man.
get
Yes,
on whenever we
sir.
can.
Yes,
My boy
sir.
out there, he a family man. And for me, the hoes don't leave. It's like, nah. But we about to, we on tonight though. It's week 3. We gonna discuss. I know a lot of pods out there probably already went through this, but better late than never. So
Mhm.
this week we are gonna discuss week 3 matchups, who to start, who to sit, and then also some waiver pickups. Like I said, it is kind of late, so we're just pretty much just gonna name players that shouldn't be on there. They should be already out. It is Saturday. Waivers are like on Wednesdays. And then lastly, we're gonna go through some sell. What is it? Sell low,
buy,
buy high jumps or whatever.
yeah, buy low, sell high.
There you go. Yeah. See if you can get some of these people that are injured for the low, or anybody that's
Mhm.
hot right now. You go sell them for the high. But
Mhm.
anyway, Jay, what's up with you, man?
Man, I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. We got young Cannon with us tonight.
I hear.
We're teaching him football. We're trying to watch some college football today, but he's coming around to it. But
Okay,
right now,
okay.
we're gonna show him, the NFL stuff with this fantasy
Mm-hmm.
football. So I
Fantasy.
guess we're going to start it on off, man. The first game, first slate tomorrow is the Broncos and the Dolphins. They're at the Dolphins. Dolphins been rolling this year. I'm pretty sure you're going to start Tua, right? You're
Of
going to
course.
start Tariq. I'm pretty sure he had a little injury designation earlier this week, but it doesn't matter. If he's going to be on the field, you got to start him. And you're gonna, I think Waddle is
I
got a little
want to.
problem going on too.
I want to say Waddle. Is he not? Um. Is he not already officially out? Let me go check.
He might
I
be.
want to say. I want to
Broncos.
say he's officially out. Let's check it out.
Got
Panther
it coming up
Mafia.
here.
He is out. Waddle is
He's
out.
out.
Yep.
Yeah. So
So
in that case, if you're thin with your tight end, if you're streaming tight ends, you're gonna also start Smythe.
hmm
Um, Yeah, you're gonna start him. You're gonna start him. Now they got your boy Craycraft. I don't think you need to start him unless you're in like a 14 or deeper league than that. And you probably should start Craycraft too. And of course you're gonna start Mostert. Are you starting their defense against the Broncos? I feel like the Broncos are getting ready to like turn it on. They scored. They sucked week 1. They scored a lot of points last week, but lost. I think it's getting ready to be the point where you can't just rely on their offense being terrible and stream your defense against them. What do you think?
I think that are we talking about Denver Broncos in general or just their defense or
I'm talking about, should you play the Dolphins defense against Denver?
where are we playing at? Is this a home or away game?
They're the Dolphins are at home.
Dolphins are at home. Oh, I am. Man, I'm playing them. I'm playing them.
You playing them,
I am
playing them.
playing them. Russ cooking,
There
but
you go.
he be overcooked. He be burning the
He'll
food.
turn that thing over,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He turn that thing over.
And then so let's and as far as buy low, sell high on the Dolphins, I think you could probably snag Waddle for the low. He's kind of had a slow start. He's hurt.
I was about to say slow start, and he is like he's hurt every now and then too. Like the past few
Yeah.
seasons, like
Yeah.
he's had his
Yeah.
fair
So
share
you
of injuries.
you may be able to buy him low. I doubt you'll be able to sell him high, but you might be able to buy him low. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I know none of the people other than Smythe and Craycraft, they shouldn't be on your waiver wire. Waddle, Hill,
How
uh,
about how about you?
Tua.
How about your boy? How you pronounce his name? A Chain? Is that how you pronounce his name? What you think about him,
I
man?
think it's. I don't think anything about
You
him
don't
yet.
think
He had a
anything?
lot of hype coming into the season. I don't have him anywhere.
I don't either.
I'm pretty sure he was hurt last week or week one, somewhere he was hurt. I mean, I think they're pretty comfortable with Mostert until Mostert gets banged up. He probably will at some point this season. If he's not banged up, man, I don't even really need a Kane anywhere.
Nah, you don't.
Mostert's already either my flex running back or my trade bait running back
Like
anyway. So.
if Mustard was like never hurt, you could easily just plug him in as your RB1 every week. The thing is,
Yeah,
he
but
just
you
hurt.
know he's gonna,
Exactly. The
yeah.
thing
So
is, he
you
just
gotta be
hurt.
careful with him.
He
Yep,
just hurt.
gotta
But
be
like,
careful.
yeah,
Yeah, that joker fast as I don't know what, man. You get an open hole, it's a wrap for them. But yeah, so I think that's probably it as far as concerning the Dolphins. Let's move over to the Broncos. You're definitely sitting Russell Wilson.
sitting Russell. You
if
sit.
that's your only quarterback, I feel bad for you. You should be able to go and get like maybe a Jared Goff or a Sam Howell. I'd play one of them over Russ. Sitting Russ ass on the bench.
Yep. I got.
You know I got that stack team with Samaje and Javante, and I think I'm sitting both of them this week
What you
because it
call
might
it?
be a lot of passing this week.
I'm actually playing him in my home league, Javante.
Man,
And
Javante,
I am. I don't think I have no choice, really. It's one of those things where I don't really have a choice because
you got a hurt guy.
Because
Yeah,
Montgomery's doubtful, So my
yeah.
other only one is like Kendre Miller for my team, but
And I don't think he's playing.
he is playing now. He's officially active because
Years.
Jamal Williams just got put to IR. Kamara's suspended one more game.
One more game, yeah.
Yeah, so and then they just signed that one guy from the practice squad, but he trash. Yeah, I mean he did have 2 tubs, but I mean he had like
Jones. Yeah, it's not real. It was just 2 tubs. Yeah,
it's not
like
because he had like 30 yards for like 10 carries or some shit. So
yeah.
so
That's horrible.
so. But anyway, we'll talk
So
about
yeah,
that.
you gotta if that's what you're looking at, then yeah, you got to play Javante.
Plus, Javante, I feel like I don't know if you looked up his stats, but if you looked at the second game compared to him and P Ryan was nowhere to be found. Like he had no play, I don't think. Not compared. Like the gap.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, they're not using P Ryan.
Yeah, like the first game it was like even, but the second time there
Yeah.
was a huge gap. Like P Ryan barely got used at all. So I'm thinking like, whoever if you draft Javante Williams, like you drafted him for the second half of the season. You drafted him for second half of the season. You didn't really draft him for the first few games because he's just coming back.
He perhaps we could label him a buy low.
I'm like, yeah, there you go, buy low. I like
buy low, yeah.
Buy low. I like that.
Who else are we looking at?
But I mean,
it's tough with those receivers they have, right?
Receivers are tough. I mean, I would probably start Courtland Sutton. I mean, he's been okay the first 2 weeks as like a flex. I mean, he's been getting double digits. So I mean, I think you can plug him in as a flex. Judy, he could still be getting his legs under him. I don't know. He didn't really do too well. Mims went off, but it was like he caught like one pass for like 80 yards or some shit. He had like 2 catches and one went for like 100 in a tub.
Yeah.
So
I thought he was going to be the gadget player, and he's not. They're not using him like that.
I was like, say if anything, like I mean.
And then what about Lil Jordan?
Oh yeah, Lil Jordan. Oh yeah,
you're gonna do a Lil Jordan, and then they got Johnson.
Yeah, they got a lot of pieces.
They got a lot of receivers, man.
Like it's like
a lot. Russ ain't picked a favorite yet.
Yeah, it's like a lot of receivers that are like decent. Like none of them are like crazy.
Yeah, they looking like the Panthers out there.
Yeah, like they don't look like they don't really have a standout. But if you had to, it would be Judy. It's just he ain't showing it yet. You know what I mean?
So are you gonna start Judy? Say you got.
I'd say I would start Judy and Sutton. If you have any of those 2 players, I would start either both Judy and Sutton.
You want them to be your flexes though, right?
Yeah,
you don't want that to be your 1 and 2.
Yeah, I want them as flexes.
I'll agree with that. And then we're gonna stay away from them 3 borderline guys,
Yeah,
Mims,
it was a
stay away from unless you're
yeah.
in like a 14-man league
I was
or
about to
higher.
say, if you're in a deep, deep league, I mean,
Yeah,
Mims would be one of those deep league players.
yeah. Like I got a 32 team
Oh
league, and
yeah,
I just scooped up Johnson, so he will be starting. I'm actually starting him this week
Who?
over the guy who caught the touchdowns last week. Name.
Oh, Johnson. Yeah, yeah. Or
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
I know you
I'm actually starting him over Rashad Bateman this week.
as you should,
Fingers crossed.
as you should.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Ravens later.
So yeah, so we got that. I we all know the Broncos have good defense, but I don't think you need to start them this week against the Dolphins. Even without Jalen Waddle, they're gonna figure something out.
Hmm.
I don't think you want to do that to yourself. And then the Dolphins come out here and drop 30 points on them, and you looking sick. So what do you think? You start the Broncos, D?
I'm not. Nah, not a
Yeah,
chance. I feel
yeah.
like. I feel like if they will or shit, Miami might run that shit up.
I
Might
think
run
so
that
too.
shit up.
Yeah, I think so
Tyree,
too.
that man crazy. I'm telling you, man, he would have
Yeah.
been my
And
second
it's
overall pick,
you know,
man. That man is nasty, man. That man is just nasty. That man is
he's
too
knocked
good.
out.
That man is too damn good, bro.
Yeah, man. Um, yeah, and I really as far as waiver pickups for the Broncos go or things to look out for, I mean, I did scoop Judy off the waiver wire last week, but I'm about to drop him this week because
Yeah,
I
it's
have
like
I gotta get rid of him.
there's
I
just
don't have a kicker on my team right now. That on the team I have Judy, and everybody else is not expendable. So
there's just
I'm gonna
so
drop Judy, and he's gonna score 2 touchdowns because I
yeah,
dropped him.
because
But
that's
I'm
how it
okay with it.
happens. But I feel like,
I'm
man,
okay
this
with it.
season, man, there's just so many drop candidates that you didn't think you'd be dropping so early.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah, like I scooped Terry McLaurin up off
yeah,
waivers
like
last week
that.
on
Yeah, there's
Monday.
just so many droppable players that are just getting dropped, and it's like you
Yeah,
just didn't expect them to get dropped.
yeah, man. So that looks like it for the Broncos Dolphins.
All right, what we got next,
We're
baby?
moving on to the Patriots and the Jets. I guess
Ooh,
the Jets are the home team. We'll break them down first. You are absolutely positively releasing Zach Wilson from your
you
team if
are.
you have him, even if you're on a
Hmm.
32-man team.
Yep.
You don't need him in there. Garrett Wilson this week, man. I am in a weird position where he might not start this week for me, and
Ooh.
he might not start. I think I have
Who are your other
Puka,
receivers then? Okay.
pretty sure Puka.
He's
Okay,
hurt,
hold on.
right? I heard he's expected to
He's
play though.
questionable, but
I
he
heard
was
he's
questionable
expected to
last
play. Yeah,
Sunday, and
yeah,
that Joker
yeah.
came out and scored 30 points.
Man, that man
So
wildin'. That man is
it's
wildin'.
it's crazy.
That whole
He's
team
good though.
wildin'. Where the fuck that shit come from? The damn running back and wide
Yo,
receiver.
man,
Where
yeah, I
that shit?
screwed up too.
Where that
I
come?
dropped Puka. I dropped Puka last week for McLaurin and was kicking
Oh
myself for that. But I was
man,
like, Terry McLaurin. And I figured another 2 weeks, Cooper Cup coming back, none of them cats will matter. But
bro,
that
Puka,
probably will bite me.
bro, Puka, 15 targets each the first 2 weeks, bro, each. That's fucking
Wow,
crazy. And
it's insane.
he caught like 13 of them. He caught
Yeah,
all of them. He got caught all
yeah,
of them.
he is a bona fide baller.
That man is
But he,
balling. Their running back baller too.
let's see here. So yeah, it's my team with my Stack'em team, right?
Okay, okay,
So it's like I got Garrett Wilson in there right now,
all right.
but I want to play either Dalvin and Brees, or I want to play AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. But it all depends. Like if Aaron Jones is still hurt tomorrow, then I gotta play Garrett Wilson.
Hmm.
But if Aaron Jones is playing tomorrow, I might sit Wilson down because we know Bill Belichick is just going to take away whoever is your best option.
That is true. Well, wouldn't the Jets' best option be their running game?
They be able to get a little work out of Dalvin. But again, that all depends on if Aaron Jones is hurt.
I was about to say, you don't think they gonna let Zach Wilson throw that rock?
If he's not hurt, man, we rolling Aaron Jones on out there. We rolling Aaron Jones over Garrett Wilson.
Oh,
So
100%.
yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
mean
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about sitting Garrett Wilson this week, but that's just me. That's just me. The Patriots terrify me as far whenever you have one good player, I'm terrified of the Patriots because they know how to take him out of the game. And with Zach Wilson being the runner of that offense, like how is he going to adjust to that other than just throw a lot of picks? So I just kind of went over Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook. I want to play them.
Yeah, you play. Yeah,
But that's
I feel like Brees Hall, because he was so underutilized last game. I think they just about to just here
yeah,
eat
like give
here.
him. Yeah, he
Here,
might
run
touch
this
the ball 30
run
times.
because
Yeah,
he got the ball like 4 times last week.
yeah,
I
like
feel like
none.
I feel like they just be here take us to the promised land, and I feel like
I
that.
think so too.
Yeah,
And I think, yeah, I think it'll be easier for them to do something with him than to try to find Garrett Wilson. He might get 5 targets. Garrett Wilson might get 5 targets, and 3 of them are going to be uncatchable. You know what I'm saying?
do you
So,
think
yeah.
do you think Garrett Wilson, because he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers, is he someone that you could probably sell high on? Is he one of those players you could probably, because he doesn't have the quarterback, you think you can get something off of him?
I I think he is, but you have to look for teams that don't have
That
strong
yeah, I was
receivers
about to yeah, okay, that
who are
yeah.
going to have to reach. You know what
Right,
I'm
right.
saying? You
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
find a
yeah.
team who's reaching. But yes, he is absolutely a sell high guy in my book right now. Until they bring in another quarterback. Like we watched that game last week, right?
Yeah.
He just couldn't get the ball to him.
Yeah, and then that one ball when he got that touchdown, it was an off throw. Like
Yeah,
that was all Garrett
yeah.
Wilson. Like
All
that was
Garrett
that
Wilson.
was all Garrett Wilson. So like
Yeah.
yeah.
So I that's a sell high right now, man. Who else is on the Jets? You rolling the Jets defense out there against Mac Jones? Or we
I
gonna
am.
hold
I
off?
am.
'Cause you
I am.
are because
I am.
the Jets D is real.
That
But
just
if they
D
spend the
nasty.
whole time
Yeah,
on the field, you know what
that's
I'm saying? If they
true.
spend too much time in the first half out there, Bill gonna beat them up. He'll figure it out, man.
But I'll
But
play him. I'll play him.
yeah, they are dynamic, man. That D line is crazy. The defensive backs are wild, so I wouldn't be against you on that. If I had them, I'd start them too.
Yeah.
Um, what about the Patriots? What do you think about them?
Obviously, well, I pretty. Oh, I tell you what though. Obviously, Stevenson, that's a must start. That obviously. But I tell you what, man, that's kind of killing it right now, man. Hunter Henry, man's eating out there, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody drafted him. So if he's on your waiver wire, pick him
Yep.
up.
Yes,
Pick
that's a
him up.
waiver pickup. That's a
Pick him
waiver
up.
pickup.
He is killing it
Yeah.
right now.
I will say, like the only team I got Hunter Henry on 3 squads. The only team I'm not starting him on is because I have Travis Kelsey on that
Yep.
team.
There you go.
And I have him because Kelsey was hurt that first week. So I was like, let
Mm-hmm.
me go get Hunter Henry out here.
Yep.
So
He's
yeah,
definitely a hot.
man.
He's definitely a
He's
hot grab out there,
I
and I
I
feel
smell a
like
top 5
I was
finish.
I was about to say, yo, I think he can do that. I think he's up there. I feel like this year they got nobody. They have nobody. They have nobody reliable. But
Hmm.
and you know how the Patriots like to use their tight ends. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you know how they like to use their tight ends. So I can see Hunter Henry shit averaging a touchdown every game, at least one
I
every game,
definitely,
at
yeah, with
least
like
one
8
every game.
targets,
Yeah,
I see it too, man.
at least one tub every game. I can see that coming out of Henry. Because I already
Agreed.
know Gazeki ain't gonna do nothing.
Nah,
So
I don't even know what he's on the team for.
he not gonna do nothing. Do you want to start any of their receivers?
So I've been holding on to Kendrick Bourne for
Cause
ever since week 1 because
cause
it's
he
like,
cause week 2 he was out for a concussion, right? Or some shit.
no, he played.
Oh, he
He got
played?
week 2. He got 9 targets, but they were just bad passes.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm looking at it
Yeah,
now. Okay, okay. I thought he was
yeah.
hurt.
He
Somebody else would have been hurt then.
Devontae, I think might have been hurt.
Okay, okay, Devontae. Yeah,
Parker.
yeah, Parker.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Juju, like I'm glad I did not get any Juju because he is just not it.
He not.
So
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne, man, if he's out there, if you have him and you have some banged up players, I mean, you should start him. I
Yeah.
think because he's not going to draw Sauce. He's just going to be on that Nickelback from the Jets, who ain't a scrub, but like it's the Nickelback for a reason. So Kendrick Bourne is getting the targets, man. I mean, you got to go off targets, even though Mac Jones might throw a shitty pass. Like 9 targets is 9 targets,
Not
man.
yep.
So I think if you don't have them and you need a receiver, go get him. If you're looking light, I think you should start him this week. Um, just hope for the best, man. As far as Kendrick Bourne goes, I definitely wouldn't play any of the other receivers. I wouldn't even want them on my team. I don't want Zeke either. So I think I do want to play the Patriots
That's
defense this
exactly
week.
that's what I was gonna bring up. I was like, I think they are a play this week.
This is going to be that random 26 points for the Patriots week.
There you
5,
go.
6 sacks, 2 picks, a fumble recovery, a blocked field goal. This is going to be one of those this week.
You got them anywhere?
I do. I was able to snag them off waivers just for this, and I'm gonna hold on to them after this week too, because I think they might do something. I was scared of them because I thought the AFC East was going to be so dominant this year, but since the Jets won't be, that gives me at least 2 weeks where they should ball out. And their 9 divisional opponents, I don't remember their schedule, but it didn't look terrifying. You
Okay,
know what I
okay.
mean? So I am going to. I'm definitely starting them on the one team I picked them up in, and I will be keeping them from here to the end of the season, at least on that team. If I see them on waivers somewhere else, I'm gonna put them on my team there too. Yeah. So I mean, I guess we're gonna move on to the next slate.
On to
We
the
got
next one. On to the
the
next one.
Texans at the Jaguars.
Oh, you already know, boy.
Who you want to do this one? You want the Jags or the
Let me
Texans?
get the Jags because I got a lot of Jags players in multiple
Yeah,
leagues.
let's hear it.
All right, man. So you already know my boy T Law. You know, there's redemption time from last week. He didn't do so hot last week, and they are going against the Texans. So you can expect a bounce back game from my man T Law with the beautiful hair. And then the running backs, you're gonna start ETN. ATN looking nice out there.
He
He looking
is.
scary. He looking
I missed
scary.
again on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I looking scary. He's pretty much the only one you're gonna play. Um, as far as running back goes. And then the wide receivers, I feel, Ridley, bounce back game. Kirk, I feel like Ridley and Kirk, you can play those two. Kirk had a was it a Kirk that had a great game? Yeah, Kirk had a
It
great
was
game
yeah,
last
Kirk
week.
had a great game last week, and then week 1 it was Zay. It was
It was
Ridley
with
and
Zay.
Zay.
And I think Zay's hurt, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
is. He is.
So Ridley and Christian Kirk are definitely must starts for the receivers, and you can do that weekly. And then we'll end it off with their tight end Ingram. You can plug him in too.
Yeah. Start him.
Start him.
Yep.
Yes,
I
sir.
think they're gonna I think Ingram is gonna be like gonna get you basically like 10 points every week. And I'm
Yes,
good with that for my
yes, sir.
tight end.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna play that defense?
Am I playing their defense? If you, I guess if you're like a streaming defense type person, then yeah, then you like if your team if you're like using that streaming defense tactic, then I would play them.
See, I'm a little
But
scared to play
actually,
them
I
against
don't.
the Texans.
Well, hold on. Let me scratch that back because I feel like they might be playing from behind, so they may just like
Right. The Texans.
yeah, they may
Yeah.
just be playing from. No, no. I mean, I guess if you're
I mean, because
streaming defense,
if they're
yeah,
playing from behind, that is good to have that Jags defense because of the sacks that you can
yeah,
get.
yeah.
But I'm a little afraid that we all missed the buck on CJ Stroud, and I
and
think this
Collins
could be a shootout.
could. Oh,
I'm calling for a shootout.
it could be just because that's all they're doing. Like that's
Yeah,
all Houston is doing. They
yeah,
CJ Stroud
yeah,
throwing that rock like 50 times a game. He throwing that shit like
yeah.
50 times a game.
And
So
he
you might
got
be.
three solid
He
receivers.
does.
Like they're not superstars,
Yo,
but
all
I'd
the
take their receiving core over the Panthers
yo.
receiving core.
If you look at Nico Collins, Robert Woods, and Tank Dell's numbers, they're all
They
great.
eating.
They
Like it's like,
all
damn, I don't know which one I want to
yeah.
stash.
But
Like I already
but
got
but then
Nico,
again,
but Tank putting up numbers.
like
Robert Woods is back. He's
like
Mr. I'm gonna get you 10 points.
yeah, like we just said, like CJ Stroud throwing the rock 50 times is gonna go like
Yeah.
20, like 15, 15, 15. Each of them gonna have 15 targets because he's throwing that shit so many times.
Yep.
And
Yep.
their run game is non-existent, so they're not gonna do
Non-existent,
anything
which
there.
is shocking because of
Yeah,
how good of a year Damian Pierce had last
yeah,
year. But I'm glad I stayed away from him because I
yeah. Me
kind of could
too.
smell it. I could smell it coming.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
this
glad.
isn't real.
Matt, I don't know if you saw it, but we finally got our trades in my home league going today. I don't know if you've been keeping up with it.
I do. It seemed like something happening all the time. Well, I'm in so many leagues that I can't really.
Okay. They're not big trades, but
And then I'm in them with you, and then we got Marone in the extra one. It's like I don't know which is which.
But in my home league, the poop one, 2 trades went down earlier today. Finally, we got some trades that went on in poop league.
Zach Ertz for Darren Waller. Somebody was bold. Well, I guess that's nothing for nothing for real.
It really
but
is.
I feel like Zach Ertz is the better pick.
Like
I'd roll with him over Darren Waller. But it's kind of a wash.
It is a little bit. And then there was another one. I think my boy Tribal Chief traded away Madison.
Whoa.
And
Pierce for Jerome. For
Jerome
what's his
Ford.
name? Jerome Ford?
Yeah, for Jerome Ford.
So Yoon out there putting that work in on that trade. Trades. He trying to put his team up.
He 0-2 right now, so he's like, I gotta do something. That's what I keep telling people. You gotta look at those people that are on a losing streak, because you may be able to get something out of them.
They desperate.
Exactly. Yeah. You may be able to get something out of them 0-2 motherfuckers.
Yeah. Come week 5, it's gonna be all kind of trading going on.
Yes, sir.
All kind of. I'm gonna be. What I like to do is offer you my 2 best bench players that I know I'm not gonna play, but I know you could start for like one of your mediocre starters.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my strategy as far as trades.
Yes, sir.
Or let you have 2 quarterbacks and Justin Fields still ain't acting right, then I'm coming after your second quarterback.
There you go.
Yep. So yeah, I mean we kind of touched on the Texans already.
Kind of did.
Like I said, I done went and picked up CJ in a couple of leagues, and
oh yeah,
I got him in one league with Trevor Lawrence, so I'm obviously going to play Trevor Lawrence. I have him in a league with Justin Fields, and at 12:57 tomorrow afternoon, I would not be shocked if I started CJ Stroud over Justin Fields. I mean, Justin's going against the Chiefs.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Like if you start CJ Stroud, I'm not gonna be mad at you, man.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I'll be watching the pregame shit, and it's just gonna be like, boop. All right, I'm starting.
I'm not gonna be mad at you, man.
It's gonna happen, man.
And then, as far as waiver pickups, Nico Collins should have been gone after week 1, or he should have been drafted. Actually, probably some people drafted him.
I was able to scoop him up on the waivers before week 1.
But
I had a lot of 10-team. I'm pretty sure those were 10-team drafts. I mean, 10-team leagues. But yeah, Nico, man, you got to have him. Like you said, if you don't have Nico and he's sitting out there, you better drop whatever Washington Commanders receiver you have for Nico.
That's true. And then
don't be like me holding on to Jahan Dotson.
Man, I'd be dropping them and picking them up. We'll get to that when we get to the Commanders. But
and also, depending on your league, like say you're in a league like we have with the 3 receivers, and say one of your receivers is hurt, you should go and get Bobby this week, or you should go get Tank Dell. Like you just alluded to, they're gonna let it fly, especially against Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that's a rival game. And it's getting ready to go down in Jacksonville.
And their team is trash, so they're gonna be playing from behind a lot, which means they just gonna be throwing that rock every time, just trying to keep up. So
So
there you
definitely
go.
need to get one of them Texas receivers, especially if you banged up or somebody is just not producing properly. Don't be afraid of one of them Texans receivers. I don't even know who they have at tight end, so apparently that doesn't
Oh,
matter.
your boy Dalton Schultz, man.
Oh yeah, it don't matter. Donaldson,
Your
trash.
boy Dalton
Um,
Schultz.
and you definitely don't need to go and pick up the Texans defense. It
You
would
do not.
probably do you better to play no defense if you needed to play the Texans defense.
Ooh, very
You don't
true.
want to get a -1 up there.
Nope. All right.
Moving on to the next game. Excuse me, y'all. Tequila. We
Ooh.
got the Titans and the Browns. Browns coming off the short week after the Monday Night Football flop. Lost me my bread. Cleveland.
Mm.
Um,
All
I'll
right.
roll with the Browns on this one.
Go
They're
ahead.
the home team. I am not playing Deshaun Watson. I will go and get Sam
Ooh,
Howell or
let's talk about Deshaun Watson a little bit, man. Just a little bit. What you
he's
like?
breaking my heart.
What you
Now,
gonna
I
call
was
like?
big on him.
Yeah, I was.
Heading into the season, I was talking that Deshaun Watson talk. It just so happened that I didn't have to draft him anywhere. And I'm so glad that happened because he looks terrible.
like what you gonna call it, there's no he doesn't have like leeway anymore, right? Like there's no more
Mm-mm,
excuses, right? Like if he just trash, he just
mm-mm,
trash, right? Like
mm-hmm,
you can't give him any more weeks. Like he played half
mm-hmm.
the season last he had a
Yep.
whole off season. It's already been 2 weeks. So like if he's just not playing good, is he just not good anymore, I guess?
He
Because I
just,
mean he
I
got
don't.
the team.
Did you
He got
see that game?
Yeah, I did. I saw
Did
some
you
of
see
them.
those fumbles?
I saw some of them. They were bad,
And
bro.
he's just
Like
standing back there looking
like
around.
that I
He's
was
not moving around in the pocket. He wasn't taking off. It
like
was disgusting, man.
I don't
That was
like
not the Deshaun Watson that beat up on Alabama several years ago.
it
That
could have.
wasn't him.
I read somewhere it could be one of them karma things, man, where like something
Could
big
be.
just happened to you, so now we just gonna take all your football talent away, like the damn
Hey, man,
Monstars, like the
that
damn
could
Mon.
be. Because, like, I mean, it's
Like
all alleged, but that was
right,
weird. That's a
like
lot of
bruh,
people,
like
Deshaun.
Deshaun
That was a lot.
Watson is playing so bad, like where like they could just bench him and put their backup in. That's how bad he played. That's
I
how.
bet you if Nick Chubb wasn't hurt, I think that you could see Deshaun get benched in like week 7 if he plays like he's been playing. They'd have to wait because dude making like
Yeah, I was about
48
to say,
million.
there's no way you're gonna bench him early or even at
Yeah,
all
it
because
would
he just
have to be late.
exactly it have to be late because
Yeah, and they would have to be like still kind of hanging in the balance. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like it's got to be the Bengals are 0-2, right? The Steelers are 1-1. The Ravens are a weak 2-0. So like say if that's everybody's kind of still sitting together, but Deshaun's the reason that we not dominating, you'd have to bench his ass and
let's
play
see.
somebody else. If you had Nick Chubb. Without Nick Chubb, they're gonna have to ride the Deshaun Watson
Yeah.
train, man. Which sucks for the Browns. That's my
Mm-hmm.
second favorite team. But yeah, that's my take on Deshaun Watson. Drop him. I don't think you can trade him.
Yeah,
Somebody sent me
he's droppable now.
a
Yeah.
trade for like they wanted me to send Jerick McKinnon for Deshaun Watson and like Reynolds, the running back from the
Oh,
Lions.
for the Lions.
And I ain't even what are you talking about? You know what I mean? What's going on here? So I think this because I had that's my 32 team. That's
Okay,
because I
okay.
got Desmond Ritter and Josh Dobbs as my quarterbacks, but I'm good with Ritter in the
Okay,
32
okay.
team. I'm good
Yeah,
with him, man.
I was about to say in them like really deep leagues, you just gotta be okay with those type of players because it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
32, so it's like
It's a 32. So like if
yeah,
somebody got an ill quarterback, they got a shitty
yeah, I
ass
was about to
running back. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's all right, man. Yeah, no Deshaun, nowhere. Drop him. Don't offer him to trade to anybody. It's disrespectful. That's it.
Oh shit.
Jerome Ford, like I'm only starting him this week because I think I have him on a team where I have Austin Eckler. So my only other running back from Austin Eckler is, of course, Joshua Kelly and James Cook, right?
Okay.
So I think I got to start Jerome Ford over Joshua Kelly because of the dud last week. But the Titans, man, they got a hellified front line.
I was about to say that
So
that line out there might ooh
yeah,
might
so it's
keep
scary. Like,
keep
of course, you want to pick Ford up off of waivers, even though they just signed Kareem Hunt. We saw what Kareem Hunt did when Chubb was out last year. Nothing.
that's true.
So
Yeah. I
don't
don't.
let that signing fool you guys, man.
Yeah. Jerome Ford is a lot younger.
Yeah,
A
and a lot.
lot younger. You
Yeah,
see what kind of work he put in last game. So Kareem Hunt signing shouldn't scare you at all.
it should not scare you. Now I'm hoping it scares some of y'all just because I can trade and make you
Right, right.
trick you, but it shouldn't scare y'all. It shouldn't scare. Jerome Ford is gonna be the guy. He's gonna be the guy. So of course, get him up off of waivers. If you hadn't, he should have been like the top waiver ad this past Wednesday.
hmm
Some people sleep on things. Um, Amari Cooper seems to want to have the Q in front of his name every week,
But
but he's gonna play.
you gotta play him
So
because
you gotta play him,
Tennessee's
man.
DBs are ass. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
last week, but Keenan Allen went the hell off on them
Keenan had
last
that
week.
30. Keenan probably won a few games on his own last
Yeah,
week,
what you
man.
call it?
Depending on how the team was set up.
Matter of fact, you can play all these. Everybody on the Chargers last week. What Mike Williams did a little something last week. Keenan Allen went a little something
Gerald
like
Everett ain't do shit.
yeah. So like I mean, you can play your Cooper. Cooper should have a nice game.
Yeah, I think you got to play Cooper, man.
Yeah.
He's a bona fide receiver, man. Every once in a while, he'll come out there and give you a 6, but usually, if they throw the ball his way, he's going to catch it and stay in bounds. And it's beautiful to watch sometimes with Amari Cooper,
I was
man.
about
He's
to
one of
say
those
if you
like
like Amari Cooper, dog. Like if you were to like put all the elite, if you were to put like if you were to just take a lot of the receivers and just put them at their peak, Cooper be top five. He
he'd be up
nasty.
there, man.
Cooper
He's
nasty.
nasty.
He
He
is
just doesn't
nasty.
get great
Yeah,
situations,
he just
man.
doesn't. But he nasty. He's
Yeah,
nasty.
he's the real deal.
That man nasty.
Hellified route runner. He's the
Hell
real
yeah,
deal, man.
he's nasty.
Elijah Moore, he's getting the targets, man.
I
He's
would
getting
play
the
him.
targets.
I'm playing them both. Obviously Cooper, but you want to play more though because we've already um any receiver you play against Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah. Even if you got Cooper and Moore, which I do on several teams,
hmm
we'll play both of them.
Go ahead.
Put them both out there. Um, Njoku, man, you can't play him.
Man,
If he's on waivers, maybe pick him up. I don't know. Hopefully you got somebody else. You can't trust him, man.
same shit every year, man. And Joku's supposed to be going off every year, man. Every year he's supposed to go
Dude
off.
is built like Bron
Yo,
out
that's a
there.
big dude, man. That's a big dude.
Man, he's fast,
He's
man. Remember last year he caught like a 80-yard touchdown or something?
six
Like and
four.
most of the yards was from him burning. It's like, dang, why aren't y'all getting him the ball?
That God
I
given
don't know.
talent
They
for
got
a
the other
waste.
tight end. I don't know the other tight end's name, but he out here catching passes, and they like, why is 85 on the bench right now? I don't know what the deal is. Njoku, you need to make your way to the Chiefs because Kelsey ain't got about 2-3 years left. You need to get on down to Kansas City, or you need to make your way to New England. Well,
That
you'd be
could work.
appreciated because something ain't right in Cleveland, bro. And that's what Deshaun, Baker, who else was the quarterback? Jacoby, ain't nobody giving him the ball. It's ridiculous. So Njoku, unfortunately, guys, I say stay away from him. If he's on waivers, leave him on waivers. Don't start him. That's my take on that.
Yeah.
Browns defense, ah, they look good, but they're a good defense, not on
I was
fantasy.
about to say they're good defense in real life.
Yeah,
They're in
yeah,
real life good
yeah.
defense.
But you don't need to pick them up or play them or nothing this week. I'll go ahead with the Titans. What you thinking?
I guess you gonna sit Tannehill. You gonna sit Tan. You gonna start Derrick Henry. I think he's off the injury report. There has
I saw you sitting up there and went and
hey
picked up
T Spears. Hey man,
yeah.
if you so like obviously he's not like I've been watching a lot of podcasts and he's a hot topic right now because like he's been like on the field like every time Henry's been on the like he's been on the field a
Ooh.
lot. His per yard per carry is pretty good. Like if Derrick Henry gets hurt, you're gonna want this guy because this is a run offense team. Like
Definitely
if
a run
Derrick
offense.
Henry gets hurt, like this guy about to go off because this
Just
is a
like we
run
saw
first.
Deontay do
Yeah, his
a
guy's
few
gonna go
years
off.
ago.
So I actually have him stashed in a couple of leagues, just for the hell of it,
Not mad at that.
just for the
Yeah.
hell of it. But
Because there's no way Derrick Henry's not gonna get hurt, right?
yeah,
Like, let's think about it. We going 3 years in a row now. He got
yeah.
hurt. Ain't no way he ain't gonna get hurt this year.
So
It's just not.
he's in some of my leagues. I actually just dropped him in my home league. As soon as I found out Jamal Williams got put in an IR, I picked up Kendra Miller. Just to see what he may do. You never know.
He
Kamara might be
should
there.
ball. He
So
should ball, but it'll only be for 1 week. Because then
then
because
yeah,
Kamara next
but
week.
I just and then Kamara comes back, and then who else? So we got
I'm receiver. Well, the tight ends, Okonkwo, and there's another guy that got wild. You don't need them on your team at all.
nope.
I don't think. And
At the
then
very beginning of the season, Okonkwo was on my radar though for
yeah,
like
yeah,
if I wanted to get like a tight end at the very end. But now hindsight, nah.
yeah.
And then you're gonna play Hopkins if he's not if he's expected to play or you play him.
Yeah, you
That's pretty much
should. He
it.
is questionable, but he's like the new Julio, like
That's
always
true.
questionable, but he's gonna play. Just
And
hope he don't get hurt during the
then
game.
if you
One
want,
quick thing with Hopkins though, I got a league where I don't think I'll ever be able to play him, man. Where is that league?
you're trying to trade him
I don't
away.
think he's gonna. I'm trying. He been on the block. Ain't nobody biting. Yeah. So in this league, I have CeeDee Lamb. You can never bench him ever.
Oh, I try to
And then
trade.
I got T Higgins.
Uh huh.
Like week 1 was ugly, but he won the game for me last week.
Oh yeah, he
And
balled out.
then I got roll T, man. I can't.
He
I
balled
even
out.
said to myself, like, I had benched him after he had the 0 with the 8 targets in
Yeah.
week 1. I benched him, put him on the block. I was like, this ain't happening. And then something just told me last week, like, man, you better put T in there. Put him in there. He was their number 1 receiver last week. 2 tubs. And then I have Puka.
Puka.
You can't bench Puka for D Hop. How crazy does that sound?
Man, I can't believe
What would you do?
that's true, man.
You would play Puka, right?
Hell yeah. I mean, you got to
So you
now.
got to
I
play
mean,
Puka, CeeDee Lamb, and
you
T. Higgins
you
over
you got
Nuke. And Nuke is that
you
dude.
got to be a believer of Puka now. I mean, you got to be.
Nuke is that dude. Also, just side note, so I'm gonna never get to play Nuke this year with this team unless somebody's out. I also got DJ Moore, who's probably not gonna play.
Ooh, you should pair them
Because
up
I
then.
ain't benching CeeDee Lamb or T.
See,
Higgins. That's terrible, man. But yeah, they both on the block, but ain't nobody biting, man.
you should trade them both for Jamar Chase.
Oh,
You should trade them both
that
for.
might be brilliant.
You should trade them.
Then I never have to worry about the Bengals. Like I just play both of them.
You should
Somebody gonna give me a 22.
bro.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Good stuff.
We'll talk about Jamar Chase a little bit more when we get to his game.
Yeah. So Nuke, like you said, you definitely need to start him, except if you're in my shoes where you can't start.
Yeah. And then I guess if you want, you can go ahead and put in a little Burks too.
Yeah, I think he's about to turn it up. He's gonna finally be that guy they thought was replacing AJ Brown this year. It's all about Tannehill though.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. He's trash.
My
He
boy,
had, what was it, 2 years ago, where it was like, yo, Ryan Tannehill's resurrected his career. Last year, garbage. This year
nah.
so far, garbage. Um, mm, Titans quarterback situation. It's terrifying. Like, and that's the thing with D Hop. Like, dude had, I think he had 13 points last week, and that's like despite Tannehill. You see here. No, he had 8 last week, 13 points first week. Yeah, man. Tannehill need to be ashamed of himself. So I guess you would also say, would you say Nuke is a sell high or is he a buy low?
Who is?
DeAndre Hopkins.
He is a. He's a buy low.
Buy low.
He's a buy low. He's a buy low candidate.
Might be able to send somebody Tutu Atwell for him.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Something like him. Go ahead and you can probably trade someone that's hot right now.
Hmm. Somebody you know ain't gonna keep it up.
Yep.
And yeah, that's probably. I mean, there shouldn't be nobody. Traylon is on the waiver wire. If you need him, you should probably pick him up. I don't need him. I don't need him over any other receivers I already have. But I know he's on the waiver wire, so watch out for him. I
Oh,
mean, shit. If Nuke don't play, then you know Traylon about to get like 12 targets,
there you go.
3 of which should be catchable.
Oh shit.
Hopefully.
Alright, catch him.
um, yeah, that's probably it with the
That
Titans,
is
man.
it.
So next up, we got the Falcons and the Lions. I'll let you start it off.
Oh, let me get. I guess go. I guess we'll go with Slim Shady. Um, Jared Goff. He's a streamer quarterback, but I could play him this week. I could play him this week.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Play him,
I
and then
agree.
my
I'll go
boy.
further to say he's not even a streamer quarterback, man. He
He not a.
might be on waivers, but I don't think he's a streamer quarterback. I think you should have him.
Okay, okay. I like that take. I like that take. And then your boy Jameer Gibbs, you got the news for the David Montgomery. He got a thigh bruise. He's gonna be gone at least minimum the tomorrow. That's the minimum. He could come back in the second week, but this just means there's Jameer Gibbs season right now. I mean, they did get what's his name, Reynolds, but nah, I think this is where they about to unleash Gibbs right here. They're going against eight.
I agree.
They about to unleash his ass right here.
Because I was reading reports last week leading up to the game saying they're going to make sure to get the ball to Gibbs more. You know, Montgomery had more snaps,
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah,
carries, more touches on that Chiefs game, and they had already said, "All right, we're getting ready to really go Jameer
yeah,
on this joint."
yeah.
Um, so
But they
yeah, I
might.
think Reynolds is going to be a pure spell guy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be just if Jameer's tired or it's third down and forever, then they're going to see Reynolds. Other than that, Gibbs probably about to. They gonna run him.
I hope
They
so.
gonna
I
run
hope
him
so.
tomorrow.
But I hope so. But again, um, Gibbs just he's I can't remember who I said it about just earlier when we started this, but Jameer Gibbs is another one. Just have your patience with. He's someone that I think you'll see the numbers second half of the season. So just be
Mhm.
patient with that guy right there. And
Yeah, because we
then
see the speed and we see the power, like
yeah,
it's there.
oh yeah, he runs what you call. I don't know if you've seen him like people what you call. He breaks a lot of tackles too, man. A
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
what I
them.
mean. The power,
He break
yeah. He
his balance
the,
is
the, the, the
crazy good.
skill is there. The
Yeah, his
skill is
yeah
there.
yeah. So and then your receivers Amon, I think he was hurt, but I mean, if he plays, he's a must start. If he plays, I know he was a little bit banged up, and as soon as David Montgomery went out, I mean, Josh Reynolds, he just went the hell off as soon as David Montgomery went out.
Didn't he
So
though? Didn't he though?
that man went off. I said,
And I'm pretty sure he's carrying an injury designation right now, but
he
he'll
is,
probably
yeah.
still
And
play.
like he didn't even do bad his first game either. He came out with 12 points his first game. So I
Yeah,
think he's looking like a must start, especially if Amon Ra is banged up too. So I think he may be a must start
yeah,
this week. So
yeah. So, side question here. So,
oh,
like, I'm looking at my waivers, right? I already know I'm getting rid of Jerry Judy, but this is because I have to have a kicker,
okay,
right?
okay, okay.
So, my other expendables are Nico Collins, Jerome Ford, Terry McLaurin, Alvin Kamara, and David Montgomery. Those are my bench players who I've like kind of tried to make trades for and haven't yet. Who do I need to drop to pick up either Reynolds or Jacoby Myers? What are you doing there?
Can you name your bench players that you're willing to drop again?
Nico Collins, willing to drop. Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Jerry Judy. But again, I've already got to get a kicker for one of those. So
Damn.
Jerry
So
Judy, I've already decided I don't want Jerry Judy.
okay,
I'm
I was
getting
about to
out of the
say,
Jerry Judy show.
damn, dude, I don't know if I drop anybody for. I mean, if you had to,
Because I have Amon Ra. Amon Ra's definitely playing though, but if Sunday rolls around he doesn't, what would you do?
damn, I don't know if I drop anybody. Who you trying to get
Just
again?
leave it alone? I kind of want Jacoby Myers because I think he's gonna go off again tomorrow. But Reynolds is in there too, and you know I like to play. If I could play Reynolds and Amon Ra, that would be pretty cool. But I can't though. I can't play them both tomorrow because I already got Tariq Hill. And in my flex, I got Kyron Williams. He started.
Oh yeah, he's done.
So I should just, like you said, I guess I just leave it alone. But
Just
I
leave it
know
alone.
Jacoby gonna go tomorrow.
Like,
But
are you what? Are
that's later.
yeah, like so, like, how do you like doing those? Like, I think like as I've like played fantasy like longer now, like I feel like I've changed the way how I do waiver wires now. Like, I don't really hit that shit unless I know I'm gonna keep that player for more than 1 week.
See, my problem is I'm always trying to find an angle. When I see people who shouldn't be on the waiver wire, even if I don't need them, I try to get them and
Mm-hmm.
then pair them with the guy
See,
on my team that I'm not gonna have to play in a trade.
I
But it'd be
used
biting me in the ass though.
yeah, I used to do that, but now it's like I'm only gonna mess with the waiver wire if I know I'm gonna keep that player for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Like, cause I
like
used to
yeah,
chill. Cause like I always like now that I look back, like I would pick someone off the waiver wire, waste my waiver wire pick, and not even start them for 3 weeks, and then end up dropping them.
another
Like
thing that'll screw you up with that is screwing up the order of waivers, right?
that's
I'm
yeah,
always on the waiver wire, always making changes,
that is
and then when that beast come out, when somebody makes a terrible decision and that beast hit the waiver wire,
that
I
is
can't get them
that
because
is
I'm number 10 now. Yeah.
if you look at if you look at starting 2 seasons, no, if you look at starting last season, that is the reason why I never put in waiver wires anymore. Because
Yeah.
I feel like more than half the people in a league will use that waiver wire, and you're just gonna get bumped them to the front. Like you're just gonna get getting bumped to the front.
Yeah.
So
And
like
that
that's
way,
why
when it's time for you to really get
yeah,
somebody, you get them.
especially if I'm winning all the time, I there's no
Yeah.
reason for me to hit the waiver wire. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
just like be bumped in front of the line and let someone drop someone really good, and then I'm already in the front of the line, and it's just a matter
Yeah.
of
I need to do it that way. And I recognize that I'm
yeah,
doing it wrong, but it's something about it.
yeah. I started doing
Making the
that last
changes.
season. Unless I know for a fact I'm gonna keep a player for more than 2 weeks, I'm not even gonna bother.
I like that, man. I'm gonna have to start doing
I'm
it
not
that
even
way.
gonna
Just
bother
at
with
least if I ain't gonna have it for 2 weeks, I
yeah,
need to do that. Because that
yeah.
Terry McLaurin for Nakua just And he was questionable though, and I was like, what if he don't even play?
Right, yeah.
And then like
It's like he's
it's
brand
like
new. He just got hurt.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
that was
like
probably a fluke. Like I know Cooper Cup's coming back. Tutu already was getting a little something something.
uh-huh.
Williams had went off. I was like,
Yeah,
I
man.
don't need Puka because Terry is the real deal.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I
Like,
know by the end of the season he's gonna be top 18.
yeah.
Terry McLaurin, I know that, but it bit me in the ass. I'd rather still have Puka.
Yeah, man. So
And then I
that.
couldn't get him because I fucked up my waiver position.
That's how I'll be doing it.
Yeah, so I guess I'll stay packed, man, and wait for us. I hope don't nobody pick up Jacoby tomorrow morning though, because I know he gonna go off. But you know, Jacoby's with the Raiders. We'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir.
I
And
forgot where
then
we were.
we were at receivers, and then last tight
She
end.
was
Oh,
mine. So.
here you go. Waiver wire pickup. If Laporta is still on your waiver wire, he is a must pickup right now. If you look at the numbers, he is on the field for the majority of the game, like all game,
Mm-hmm.
and
And he's skilled.
he's skilled, and he's gotten
Yeah.
at least 5 targets in both those first games.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely a waiver wire pickup.
Absolutely.
Pick him up.
Am I picking him up and dropping Kyle Pitts?
Yes, you are doing that.
All right, we'll do that right now.
I would do that. 100%. Kyle Pitts, man. What you doing, bro? You a blocker, bro. That dude always blocking for somebody.
Damn, he ain't available. Yeah, man, Kyle Pitts makes me sick, man. Makes me sick. Good thing we're doing the Falcons, because then I can ask you another question about him.
All right, here we go, boy. Go ahead, ATL. You already know.
ATL.
Dirty South. Let's get it.
You're obviously not doing anything with Desmond Ritter unless you're in the 32
Unless
team
you into
like
that
me.
32.
In which case you're starting him. I will be starting him over Josh Dobbs. I had a chance at picking up Andy Dalton, but I feel like I'd rather have Ritter over Dalton.
The red rifle. I think so too.
I think so. But yeah, in a realistic world, the 10 to 12 team, you're not playing Desmond Ritter. You don't even have him on your squad. Running back. Do we have to even talk about that? You're starting Bijan. You can't buy low or sell high because if anyone trades him, they're an idiot. He is on a block on one of my leagues, but he's just been there. Like, I'm sure people are sending dude offers and he's not taking it because that's just stupid. If Algier is on your waivers, you have to go and get him. Patterson is not playing tomorrow. You have to go get Algier. And if depending on your running back room, he should be able to be on your flex. And if you have Bijan and like Jerick McKinnon and Damian Pierce as your running back room, I'd go get Algier and play Robinson with Algier.
Yeah.
I would just play them two.
I have Algier in a lot of my leagues. I think in half of them.
Yeah, man. Algier, last week was a letdown, but he's the truth.
He's very
he's getting touches. He's getting 14 touches.
But he's also damn, what is it, man? He's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
hit or miss. I wouldn't even say hit or miss though.
No, not hit or miss. Like he's very
combustible.
No, I was
that it?
Like he doesn't have many like he's averaging like 6 yards a carry. Like what is that word I'm looking for?
Efficient.
Very efficient. That's what it is. He's very efficient.
Yeah. Last week didn't show that, but overall,
even last year,
he's the guy.
Even last year, like if Bijan Robinson won't there, oh, he going off.
Like if they didn't have that position and Bijan just like fell to them, like say Bijan got drafted earlier, I think they roll Algier out there and it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like I think they're able to still run the ball like they run it. I mean not exactly because Bijan is a freak of nature, but Algier he's a starting running back for most teams, I would say. He could go start Philly. He started Carolina.
He could start in half the teams.
Yeah. He's for real. So if he's sitting on your waivers, go get him. And if you can, start him.
A little sidebar. We got We talked about this earlier, but I don't think he was watching it. Tribal Chief, he was the one that traded away Madison and Pierce for Ford. He's asking, who do you think got the better deal?
I would rather have Ford myself.
You rather have Ford than just having Madison
I
and
think Madison is
he's done.
already
He's done.
mentally
Yeah, he's done.
broken. People being mean to him.
Madison's done.
He ain't never for real been the starter for real. And Pierce, man, that might have been a one and done.
That
Ford could be a one and done, but his one and done would be this year as
yeah,
opposed to Pierce's last year. And
that's
then that'd
true.
free up some space. I would have rather been on the Ford end.
Okay, there you go, Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
'Cause
definitely. It's definitely like not a like a rip off trade.
it's
It's
not a ripoff.
yeah. It's
No.
definitely not like a.
Hopefully both
Hopefully, yeah.
parts got what they wanted out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. At the end of the day, if you got what you needed, like if you needed two running backs, then you got what you needed. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Tribal
Yeah.
Chief.
There you go, brother. Thanks for watching.
I'm about to whoop that ass week 5 though. Shit.
When I saw you posted the Chris Brown song
Oh
too, and that
yeah,
was G Pine. That was G Pine.
yeah, yeah.
Kyle Pitts,
What do I think, Josh? It's a
if he's
wash.
on
I mean,
waivers,
it's
leave his ass there. I have him on my team. I thought I was about to drop him right now while we were talking to y'all for Laporta, but somebody's got Laporta. I am probably going to drop Kyle Pitts for, let's see, not Higbee.
hell no.
I think I'm about to drop Kyle Pitts for Zach Ertz.
Or him,
I might
Zach.
let him play. I might let him play this
I
one
want.
more time.
I think I
He
read
play one
somewhere
more
that
time.
Zach Ertz up till now for the first 2 weeks he's a tight end with the most targets, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what? Then why even play around with it?
He has 10 targets each game. These first 2 games.
I did try to go get let's see here. I'm talking about, I mean, he's not a buy low, sell high guy, Kyle Pitts, but I am shopping him. Let's see what you think about some of these shopping carts that I put together in the wee hours last night. There's a team with Devontae Smith and George Kittle. I sent them Kyle Pitts, Terry McLaurin, Jerome Ford.
For
That's a
who?
no, right? For Devontae and Kittle. That's a no, right? He's not gonna do that, right? He has no depth at receiver. And this team's running backs are
I don't think he's gonna do that. Devontae Smith,
yeah, it
man.
was silly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But see,
yeah.
he was carrying that injury designation, so I
Was
thought
he?
maybe I'd sneak that. Yeah. But now he's not. He was 2 days ago. Oh yeah, so he's got Austin Eckler and Damian Pierce as his running backs. Those are his starters. And then he's got Javante on the bench and Pacheco. So like he could use Jerome Ford a little more than he's got Garrett Wilson, Devontae, and Tyler Lockett. So like it's not horrible. I wouldn't do it if I were him. But you see what I'm saying? It's not, I don't think that's a terrible offer because
Yeah,
the running
Ford.
backs. And then I shopped him to a team with Kelsey. I tried to get Kelsey and Saquon
Yeah,
for
okay.
Kyle Pitts. We know Saquon gonna miss like 3-4 weeks.
You're right. Yeah.
So Kelsey and Saquon for Pitts, Kamara,
Okay.
and Terry McLaurin. What do you think about that?
Oh, he not doing that shit.
And then
Hey man,
lastly,
it's all good though. Shoot or shoot, baby. I mean,
shoot. IG. Calvin Ridley and TJ Hawkinson for Pitts, McLaurin, and Ford. They ain't gonna do that anymore. But this cat, the last person I offered, every year we trade like twice. So I was like, well, let's just try it now. Let me get rid of Kyle Pitts, please. But what's probably gonna happen? Should I play him one more week and wait for these trades, or just go get Zach Ertz?
just go get Zach Ertz.
All right, we're gonna do this live. We're gonna go get Zach Ertz
Go
right
get Zach
now
Ertz.
over Kyle Pitts.
Yes. Kyle Pitts should
And
Kyle Pitts, man, you may as well just like
we're done.
see if you can just like take him out your app. Just like press delete or something. So like you don't ever gotta see him again.
Ah,
So you don't, so
man,
you're
you're
never
right.
pressured into trying to get him.
Yeah, it's really. I don't even know how it happened during the draft, man. I think I had my starters and my first flex player, and he was just lingering. I might have had my starters, my flex player, and my in two benches actually,
Uh-huh.
and then he was just sitting there, and like there was no one else. There was no Evan Ingram, and I was just like, "F it, Kyle Pitts," and then hated myself right after that. So yeah, we digressed. Kyle Pitts, get him out of here. Drake London, he should be good, but I guess Desmond Ritter can't get him the ball.
Yeah, I mean
So
he did fine his last game, but he had that goose egg in that first one.
yeah, so I don't know, man.
But
I don't think I'm starting him. If I got him, I
you
better
gotta,
have like it better be OBJ and Bateman and Hunter Renfro. Then you can start him. But
man,
I don't think I'm starting him.
for me to start someone like Drake London, he has to show me one more good outing, and it has to be
Yeah,
like in a row. You can't just
yeah.
like have that gap. And then it's like,
Right.
yeah,
So we know he's on. He's 100%. On the team. Is he a buy low
he is a buy low. Yeah, he's
for
a buy
like
low.
maybe a? What do you think? Like send somebody like a.
Ooh. I would send shit. I send Kyle Pitts.
Oh, why? Moving on to the next
We
game.
got a question. We got a question again from Tribal Chief. We kind of went over this first part. We haven't gone over this game for the second part of the question he has, but we'll go ahead and answer it. He asked, "Is Ford go for the first part? Is Ford a must start?" We've already discussed it. Even though they are going up against the Titans, I mean, you still start him. I mean, he's gonna get
Yeah,
the
you
work,
start
so
him
you're gonna start him.
unless you're in a single flex league and your other two running backs or three rather are Tony Pollard and McCaffrey and who would be
Let's
somebody
see.
you
Matter of
have
fact,
that late.
let's go. Let's go look at his trash ass team right now. And then we'll go check it out.
Come on, he's a loyal follower. We won't talk too bad to
Oh,
him.
I'm gonna talk bad. Let's see. His running backs are homeboy from the Rams. He's starting him, and
Yes,
he
Pat start him.
and then he's his RB2. He's starting James Conner, and then it looks like his two flexes are both wide receivers, T Higgins and Puka.
Who are his starting receivers?
The starting receivers are Chase and Wilson.
Garrett.
Yes.
I'm starting Ford over Garrett Wilson.
Ooh. You would put one of his wide receiver flexes in place of Garrett Wilson, and
Yeah,
then just not even start Garrett Wilson and put Ford
yeah.
in that flex
I'm
spot.
not. I'm not playing Garrett Wilson. If
Oh,
like think about it earlier, I said if Aaron, I'm only playing Garrett Wilson in my league if Aaron Jones ain't playing.
right. You hear that,
Aaron
Yoshi?
Jones is playing. I'm sitting Wilson on the bench this week. This week.
My dog said bench Garrett Wilson this week, man. So
New England Patriots, Bill Belichick.
do it.
He gonna take out your best asset. He's taking that out of there.
And then his second part of the question is Rashad White a must start this week against Philly?
A must start? Hell no.
Hell no. Okay.
If that's all you got. That's all you got. But he's
Well, I
not a
mean,
must
I
start.
probably wouldn't start him with. I mean, with his players, I think he should be good. He's still trash, but I mean, he should be
Yeah,
fine.
I wouldn't do that. Cause trying to find my I know I got like two Jerome Fords, like I got them because then like to counter that question, right? I got Jerome Ford, but I also got Jameer Gibbs. This is a single flex. I got Jameer Gibbs and Walker. He ain't starting over neither one of them.
Yeah,
And I got Kyron Williams.
he
He
probably not.
can't start
Yeah,
over none of them.
yeah.
So I have Jerome Ford and James Cook on the bench on that team. Like, and I got Jonathan Taylor in the stash spot and Kamara. That
I
team
need
running back heavy.
I need Jonathan Taylor to get traded because I have Zach Moss in a lot
I
of leagues.
definitely need him to get traded myself just because the blood is bad. You know?
He's got to leave. He don't even want to play there. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
the
chance
blood
he
is
gets to play
bad. We
there.
can't we can't force that no more.
There's
It's
no
over.
chance he still plays in the
Oh,
Colts.
here's my 14. So I got Ford starting. Yeah, I got a Garrett Wilson team, and I got Ford starting. Garrett Wilson's only in if Aaron Jones is not playing, because I can't start AJ Dillon by
Ooh,
himself.
by the way,
Can't do that.
With Aaron Jones, they did just promote someone from the practice squad,
So he's probably sitting.
so he's probably sitting.
Damn, man.
He's probably sitting. We got another question. How y'all liking Puka? Is he the new Cup for the Rams? I'm thinking he's the new Cup for the Rams until Cup comes back.
Yeah,
Until Cup
but
comes
I
back.
just cannot imagine Cup coming back and then just being like, "All right, Puka,
Oh no! This is
you're demoted to
no.
Van Jefferson."
I am not saying that at all. This is gonna be like a. This is gonna when he comes back. This is gonna be a Jamar Chase, T Higgins. This is gonna be
This is going to be an intense
yeah.
offense when they come back.
This is gonna be just having two number ones. I'm not saying one is gonna get
Yeah,
completely forgotten,
agree.
but I mean this is just gonna be like
Agree.
another AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. It's just gonna be an offense with two really good wide receiver ones. One is not gonna get
It
forgotten.
may be even more they may be just a touch under T Higgins and Joe and Jamar Chase.
Chase.
Really this year I don't even think T and Jamar over him just over the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Cause
Well,
like I don't know what's going on with Joe Burrow. And then like you got Justin Jefferson
Jordan
and
Addison.
Addison. Yeah, but like Addison, he ain't getting a ton of targets.
He's not. He's just
But
playing
he's putting up numbers.
he's got like one big play with a tub and then like three other
Yeah.
targets.
So, but then when we go look at the Rams, right? Tutu's getting 8 or 9 looks, and then Puka's getting like 15. So it's like that offense could be crazy when Cup comes back. It could be crazy.
I'm not even
there.
really talking about like the numbers in general. I'm just talking
No,
about
I feel you talking about like the best receiver,
yeah,
core, the two. I kind of feel like they could be the best this year because Devontae and AJ Brown, even though Jalen's evolving as a quarterback, he could still run if he needs to. Matt can't run.
That's true.
He get knocked the hell out.
I'd knock his ass
So he got to sling that rock. So I feel like, and like Joe, he got to throw the ball, but he banged up right now. So I feel like week 17, we're gonna be sitting up here like, yo, Puka and Cup, like that's who you need next year. I think that could be what happens in 15 weeks from now.
Puka, yep. Oh, we got
Puka is absolutely that dude. We went a long way to answer that, but yes, you start him even with the Q beside his name. Don't do like I did last week on one of my teams. Start him every freaking time. Do it. So coming on back to the Saints and the Packers, I know you want to go ahead and take the Saints.
Oh, we do got one question though. Knowing what we know now, are we happy with our first round picks?
I am very satisfied with my first round picks. Yes.
I think I'm satisfied with all my first round picks too.
Actually, I did mess up one, but that's only because it was that super flex league and I just didn't get my strategy right. I only did one mock draft and I took Eckler. And I'm only upset about that because I should have taken a wide receiver, then a quarterback, then a running back. But I don't mind having Eckler, even though he's hurt. I don't mind having him. So that would be my only one where I'd say I kind of fumbled slightly as far as my first round pick goes, but not really. Like,
gotcha.
You ain't going wrong with Austin Eckler.
I ain't mad at
He'll be back.
I don't think
He'll
I'm
be
mad
back.
at him.
Giving me my 20s. You know what I'm saying? He'll give me my 20s most of the season. So yeah, I am very happy with my first round picks. I kind of fumbled like 6 and 7 in some of my leagues.
Those are the most
Heart
important
started
ones
pounding,
too.
started sweating. People were going and reaching for who I thought I was getting in the 9th round or
Hell
the 8th
yeah.
round. And I'm like, shit, I don't know what to do.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, those kind of my ones and twos this year. I got McCaffrey and Pollard on like 2 teams, boy.
Man,
I've been slayed this draft season.
CMC still out there
Slayed it.
doing his thing, man.
Yeah,
Still out
man, I
there
feel
doing
good.
his
I
thing.
feel good about that.
Mm-hmm. All
But
right,
go ahead,
let's go.
Saints.
Let's go. We already
Saints in the
know.
pack.
You already know the Saints. We gonna win that division. We too nice with it right now. But shoot, we got David Carr. He is a stream quarterback. He's not someone that you're probably gonna have on your team. But I mean, if you got an injury, you got a bye week, Derek Carr, you go ahead and fill him in. So he's that. He's nothing more.
Nothing more.
As far we'll go on with the running backs. Today, Jamal Williams just got put on an IR, so that leaves only 2 running backs left because Kamara is suspended one more game. So then you got the rookie Miller, and then you got the guy Jones, who they just promoted. But we talked about it a little bit earlier. If we had to guess, Miller should get the work because Jones, I mean, he just had the 2 tubs last game. He didn't really run efficiently. So, I mean, if there's a week you want to start Miller, or you can, right here, this is the week to do it. This is where he's probably going to get the most work. And it is up and Green Bay's run defense isn't that great, so you can go ahead and do it here. And then as far as the running back or wide receivers, you can play 3 of these mofos: Olave, Thomas, and Sheed.
You think so?
Well,
is he real? Is that the real?
Well, hold on. Let me back that up. The reason why he's killing it on my home league is because he returns kickoffs. So that's why. So let me back that up. Never mind. If you do got a league like that, go ahead. Because, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. He got 30 his first game and 18 his second game. But that's just because he's getting a lot of returns.
Return yards. I'm pretty sure he had like 90 return yards the first game.
So, never mind. He's not a startable unless you're in my league, start him.
Yeah, or if you're in a deep league,
deep
you
league,
just start him in a deep league. Yeah. But 10 to 12, I don't even think he needs Shaheed on your team.
But
if you're not getting return points.
And then just go a little bit in depth with my boys. Olave, first half of the game, nothing. But the second half, he heated up, caught a touchdown. He should have had 2, but 1 foot was out of bounds. And then Michael Thomas, he's not out there looking like the Michael Thomas before, but he's very reliable so far. Very reliable.
He's reached Bobby Tree's time. You know what I'm saying? He give you that dime.
Yep.
Period.
Almost 10
so
targets.
if you got an iffy flex, put Michael Thomas in there.
He's almost 10 targets a game, about averaging 12 points, 80% snap. I mean, he's a flex starter.
Yeah,
he's a flex starter. He's a flex starter.
Definitely like that.
And then I'm telling
yes, I was hoping you were going. I know where you're going with this.
Tight ends. I'm thinking Taysom Hill is going off this week. I'm talking about
week.
I'm talking about he might get 2 tubs. He might throw for 1. Like, he gonna have one of those gadget games this week. Cause
matter of fact, and he was carrying the injury designation earlier this week, but I think that's over now.
I think.
Do I take Taysom instead of Zach Ertz just for this week? Just for that toss up.
I think if you're just trying to do a toss up thing, then because I think
because like last year, didn't he have like 40 points in week 3 or something insane like that?
Yeah, he had like 2 games where he just out of this world crazy. And I think this week is going to be one of those games because their goal line back is gone, Jamal Williams. So I feel like he may take some of that away. So, so I think so. I think this is the week where Taysom Hill goes for 25 or something like that.
Yeah. So I got a Cole Kmet team, right?
Okay.
I got a Cole Kmet, and I got pretty much Hockenson most places, and if I don't have Hockenson, I have Kelsey or Ingram. But other than that, I got Cole Kmet somewhere. I got Zach Ertz somewhere. So I think I'm gonna go with Taysom over my Cole and my Pitts team.
Go ahead, yeah. Taysom, I think this is the week where he has that game.
Yeah, let's go ahead and scoop that
And
on
then
up.
Juwan Johnson, I like him, but he's not startable.
Nah, yeah. Juwan Johnson is a no-go for me. I don't even think you should have him on your team.
Yeah. Last year, he was like, oh, you should get Juwan Johnson. And then if you want, you can go ahead and play the Saints defense. Aaron Jones gonna be out. So you may have a little bit of a chance there to get some points up. But I mean, Jordan Love looking good. He looking alright now. He looking alright. So we had another question.
Jordan Love, yeah.
He looking
He is
alright.
looking good.
But
I agree.
another question: I'm pretty sure we know this answer. Who you starting? For. Oh hell no! I answer this for you, Jay. I already know I think he's asking if you want to trade Pollard for Ford. Hell no!
Are we done? I ain't trade. Let me go ahead and put this out here right now. If you see in your league someone named Jay Bottles, okay, or Jay Cove, do not ask me for Tony Pollard if you're not giving me Christian McCaffrey or Christian McCaffrey. All right? That goes for everybody. Any kind of combo trade, I'm probably not going to take it, man. Tony Pollard is like my running back on like 75% of my teams this year. Ain't coming up off of it, man. He's going to go off every week. They're going to be playing up every game. Every game they're going to have like a 12. Oh, but your boy is out for the season.
Your boy Diggs.
Trayvon, yeah, man. That's not going to kill them for like 3 weeks, but eventually, I can't think of his name right now. The ill corner from the Patriots, and he's playing with them now.
Oh, Gilmore.
Eventually, he's going to get exposed because he's not the same Gilmore no more. But that D-line, man, like for a long time, ain't nobody going to be able to stop that D-line, so they're not going to catch up to it yet. But the Cowboys, man, always going to have like a 14-point lead, which means number 20 is going to eat. And no, you cannot ever send anybody other than Christian McCaffrey my way for him. So just stop. Mm-hmm. Definitely not Jerome Ford. What you smoking?
Oh, when let's you know how like they got you always got that one person in the league that be just sending out some bogus ass trades.
I'm that guy.
One. He's that one.
I'm that guy too, though.
He's that one.
So respect. But I'm just telling you, don't waste your time trying to get Tony Pollard from me. Somebody even offered me JJ. Somebody offered me JJ and.
Was I salty when you got no?
Some off-brand running back, a starter, but he ain't really a beast. For Tony Pollard and Devontae, and I was just like, I just can't do it. You want Devontae too?
Damn.
I left the trade pending just in case things go weird.
You never know.
And I could just go in and click it real fast. Say somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, I was about to say you leave that shit there. As soon as you see that hurt, like out for the season, accept.
Yeah, then I'm gonna go accept that junk. But for now, ain't coming off Tony Pollard, man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna finish number 3.
He should.
And he ain't even gonna get a lot of touches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he efficient as hell.
Nah, bruh. Ain't happening. Efficient as hell. We just gonna go ahead and move on to the Packers.
Let's go to the Packers.
Yeah, we just say Love. I think this week you do not start him. I hope you don't have to. I hope that's not your only quarterback. He is a waiver pickup, especially if you sitting in there with like, Kirk Cousins or something. I think you do need to if he's available, and you got a expendable person, I think you should pick Love up, but don't play him this week. Not against
Love
those Saints.
Love is a very good quarterback to have in a super flex league.
Yes.
Super flex league.
Yes. Or a deep league.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, definitely do not start him this week. Aaron Jones is probably going to be hurt, like you said. They already called somebody up.
Yep, they called someone up.
You're not starting AJ Dillon.
Man, that man, he's another one where I can just take off the app. Like,
nah, I wouldn't go that
you wanna
far,
go that
but
far?
he's a disappointer. He will disappoint you. He will disappoint you, and I'm definitely not starting him against the Saints. But I'm not cutting him from the team. I am trying to trade him around. Hopefully, not against the Saints, but hopefully 1 week this time he'll have. Remember, like last year, he had like a dub when Aaron Jones sat out. Like it was either week 15 or 16. If he could give me one of those early, I'm gonna try to trade him to somebody. I wanted to be able to play him with Aaron Jones on my stacking team, but Aaron Jones want to be hurt, so I don't know. I would like if Aaron Jones plays, AJ Dillon all of a sudden can get you some points, but if Aaron Jones don't play, it's like he just doesn't show up. For I don't know. Last week just pissed me off. Receiver wise, I need you need to have Dobbs on your radar. I'm pretty sure Watson is not available anywhere.
Well, what do you think of Watson? So what's crazy? So someone dropped Watson in one of my leagues, yo. I picked his ass up.
Yeah,
I picked it. I got him from the waiver.
Who you dropped, Jahan?
Oh, let me matter. I don't know, bro. I can't remember who I dropped for him, but
yeah, but you need Watson, man. He a beast, and Romeo can be a beast too. It's just he's that Romeo's their new Valdez Scantling, except he will catch it if you throw it to him.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? He getting them. I need you on this 3rd and 13, or I need you. You know, he getting them plays, but he'll catch the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas Valdez is just running past people and stopping. So I like Dobbs. He's on my radar. It depends on who you have to drop him or not. It depends on who you have to start him this week. Saints are going to be tough, but I think if Love looks like he looked the last 2 weeks, I think he'll be able to get some of them the ball. You know, good enough for some fantasy points. I'm starting Watson, man.
If he plays, you starting Watson?
Yeah, I'm starting Watson.
Because I know he's been out for the first. Wasn't he banged up last year too? He had some banged up.
He was.
Yeah,
he
right?
was.
Yeah.
But when he plays, man.
Oh yeah. When he played,
he could be one of them dudes, man.
Yeah, he could be.
There's another receiver they have.
I was about to bring him up because I picked him up in the league that I had you and I invited, but then I dropped him for somebody else. But what do you think about him? Like I feel like he's eating just because Watson ain't there.
Yeah, yeah. I think if he's available and you're light, go ahead and pick him up. But he's not a start this week.
Yeah.
But if he's out there and you got
because I mean he's
question marks.
Because I think he just has really great numbers just because Watson is out. Because I mean, once Watson because once Watson comes back, it's Watson and then Dobbs, right?
Yeah.
All day
long. I can't remember their tight end's name.
Oh, I heard he is a very. Yeah. I heard he's someone that shouldn't be on your waivers now either.
Yeah, he's turning it up.
Yep,
he's turning it up.
He's on the field a lot, all the time. So.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, Love ain't no rookie, but he's a rookie. So, you know, they like that tight end, especially a tight end who can catch.
Yeah, they like get him out the tough situations, you know.
Is Jones a buy low? Aaron Jones, are we buying him low?
Ooh, if he had to be I don't think he's either, man. I don't think nobody would trade him or trade for him because they know they can't get him. Right? So I don't think he's either. Good
call. All right, next up we got the Bills and the Commanders.
Ooh, which one you want?
I'll roll with Washington. I'll take Washington.
Go ahead, go first then. Go ahead.
This Bills team, is on the verge of falling apart. Even though they went out there and dusted the Raiders have no defense at all. The Commanders
Correct.
have a very real defense. They're 2-0. They had to fight in both of their games, but they're 2-0. I think they're going to want to try to Buffalo's favorite, but the Commanders are at home. So I think they're going to upset these guys, man. And the only way they're going to upset these guys if it's Sam Howell come out here
And start
and go
throwing
off.
dimes, start
Yeah,
throwing bombs, boy, like
which
down the chimney sweet and type bombs, boy.
which the Bills don't really have
They don't
a
really have DBs
defensive
like that.
rush they don't have DBs.
Yeah, they don't.
And
They
right
don't got DBs
now
like that.
they don't really have nobody pressuring the
Yep.
quarterback either. They just got a bunch of linebackers carrying everybody. So this could be the week for Sam Howell.
I actually have him
You need to
starting in.
stream a quarterback.
Yep.
You need to start him.
He's actually my main. Sam Howell's actually my QB1 for my 16-man league.
16 man? Yeah.
Yeah,
You probably looking good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you showed me that actually.
Yeah. He's my
I like that.
He's my QB1 for because it first started out as, who did I start out as? I can't remember, but then someone dropped Howell, and I was like, oh, let me get him.
Yeah, I'll take that. I think Sam might be like 2 years. You might be like, yo, Sam top 10 now.
I was about to say, in a couple of years, he may be one of the QB1 people.
He can move. He got an arm on him. He can't really read the blitz well, but that will come with time.
That comes.
Yeah, I like Sam this week, man. So Sam, if he's on waivers, you picking him up. If you got him on your team, and you have, Richardson who is hurt, or anybody from the Cardinals or the Falcons, one of them quarterback, you want to play Sam. You play Sam. Running backs. We don't need Gibson on our team at all. We don't need him.
But, your boy Robinson, though. Many men.
You need him. He is definitely is he a buy low, sell high guy, right? Is it buy? Yeah, what is he?
Ooh, if you had to,
is he either? They might not come up off of him.
I was about to say, I don't think he's either now. I don't think he's either now.
He's just here now. He's
just here.
like the Buffaloes were saying, we here. He's here. Gibson, you had your chance. Over for you.
Robinson looks like
the Robinson Jr. show now.
He looked like he about to be that dude.
Start that man against the Bills. The Bills might even be lackadaisical because of their easy ride against the Raiders last week. So start Robinson against Buffalo. Here's where it gets difficult.
Yep, these receivers, man.
I'm starting McLaurin if I have to. And that's funny that I say that because I have McLaurin on 2 teams and he's not starting. But I got ill receivers around him. I'm pretty sure I got like Ridley and Lamb on 1 team, and then I don't know. But I know McLaurin's on my bench on both the squads I got him on. Like I was telling y'all earlier, he shouldn't be on waivers, but he was, and that's why I have him on 1 team, because he was on waivers, and I thought that was silly for him to be on waivers. So I think y'all should start him if you don't have better receivers like I do. He's a start. Jahan Dotson. Even though I have forsaken him for the first 2 weeks, y'all got him. Start him tomorrow.
He's an interesting one, man. I drafted him in a lot of my leagues, man, and I'm still holding hope. I'm keeping him. If you can afford to just keep him, I'd be patient with him, man.
Yeah. See, I when people hit the waiver wire that got 22 points and stuff like that last week, I had to drop Dotson. And I know it's gonna bite me in the ass, but I had to let him go.
I'm keeping. I think I did.
But we saw him last year.
Yeah.
Like that from game 8 to 15 last year, it was like, yo. So.
Yeah, whatchamacallit. I think I dropped him in our home league a couple of days ago, but then I was like, man, I need to get him
I
back.
saw
So
that. Yeah,
I
he
ended up
dropped
getting
picked
him
right
back.
back up.
I ended
Yo.
up getting him back again.
Yeah,
I was
this
like,
is his week, man. This is Dotson's week. Samuel, toss up. He's gadget guy. If you're in a deep league, you should start him. But in a 10 to 12, he probably should not be rostered
mm-hmm.
or even looked at on waivers. They just Samuel did good 2 years ago too,
He
so I don't
did.
know why they just. I mean, Dotson's more of a fuller receiver, so that's why. What's your take on the Bills, man?
Bills. My
Oh,
boy.
my bad. Hold
Oh,
on, hold
oh,
on. I forgot one thing.
okay.
Commanders defense,
Ooh,
start him
you starting him? Yeah.
because you want to start him because when the game is tight and Josh Allen didn't think the game was going to be tight
He about to throw picks.
and Big start barking in his ear, he gonna fumble or throw a pick or something.
He about to
So
just be like,
you want to
Diggs, you
want to
out there
capitalize
somewhere.
on that.
Pop.
Yeah, you want to capitalize on that Commanders defense this week. I see them winning this game, man. I see them winning by like 10 points.
Ooh, okay.
Late. It'll be
Oh, late.
close all
Okay.
game, and then they'll be up by 3 or something, and then Josh gonna throw. He gonna have that turnover, and then that's what's gonna put him up 10.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead with the
Let's
Bills.
go. All right, the Bills. You already know. You already starting Josh Allen. Just be prepared for about -2 points, -3, however many um your picks or whatever scoring settings. Just expect a little negative there. But you can still guarantee maybe a touchdown running in. 2, 3 touchdowns thrown. Just expect a little negative points in there. But he's definitely a must start. And then Jay, this your boy right here, man. And James Cook. Hey, man, he balling, man, with no touchdowns. He is balling
Yo.
with
Yeah.
no touchdowns. I think I read somewhere he's like top 3 running backs without a touchdown or some shit like that.
Yeah. I'm heavy with the Cook.
Yeah, man. That was a good pick, man. Yeah, James
And
Cook.
it was like 6, 7 round, 8
Yeah.
round type stuff.
Yep.
I'll take that.
Very, very nice. Damian Harris, I think you can keep. Nah, you don't want Damian Harris. I think we've seen enough from Cook where like they're not even. Yeah, I think we've seen enough from Cook
Yeah.
now.
Because like let's look back the last few years, right? They had Singletary, and it was like he flashed and then he was trash. And then they
Zach
had
Moss.
Zach Moss, flash, trash.
Yeah.
But Cook, man, he's looking for real.
Yeah.
So
Whatchamacallit? I think he had 17 carries, and then like that's just the Bills just don't do that. Like I think we've talked about it earlier in one of our episodes where don't be surprised if the Buffaloes just try to run the ball more this season. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Latavius Murray, you're not gonna touch him, even though he scored. He had a few. You're not gonna.
He shouldn't be on your team. He shouldn't be on your team.
Diggs, obviously you're gonna start him. Gabe Davis, he went off last game, and
I can't stand his ass.
I started him in one of my leagues too, and
Good for you.
I did, yes sir. I started him in one of our leagues, yes sir. Don't it feel good when you like play like a person that you would never play, and then also that always does bad, but then you're like you plug him in, you be like, yeah, what's up, bad? Like that's me, like I'm him. Yeah. But
bad.
But then you heard like the rumblings in preseason, like Gabe Davis might be that guy this year, just because I think he might be. But
I also thought last year
he's not last year because that damn 2 years.
I had him everywhere last year, man. Started him for like he was hurt.
Yeah.
The second week, but all the other weeks from that, I'm starting him, and it's like, man, damn, Gabe.
That damn playoffs was a tease, boy. Let me tell y'all that playoffs.
I was like, I'm definitely getting him everywhere because like he available. Like I'm taking Gabe Davis. And I had Josh Allen heavy last year. I stayed away from Josh this year. Completely. And Diggs. I stayed away from everybody but Cook.
And then next up, tight ends. I feel like I feel like Kincaid and Dawson Knox. I think obviously Dawson Knox is better. But I feel like both of these, you can start either of them if you you wanted to. I mean,
You
they're
want to
tight.
start them, or you want to throw Taysom in there and see what happens, or you want to throw Zach Ertz in there and see what happens.
I mean, okay, if you have Zach Ertz, Taysom Hill, I'd rather have them. But I mean, I guess generally speaking, I have Kincaid starting in one of my leagues. So I mean, I'm not.
I don't trust neither one of them,
I
man.
don't. I'll start one of. I'll start Kincaid. I don't know something about him, man. I don't know, but I'll start Kincaid. I'm not starting the Bills defense. Not doing that.
Nah.
And that's pretty much it for the Bills, man.
So is Diggs gonna be a sell high?
Diggs is
A
neither.
buy low? He's bigger?
I think he's still where he's at. I don't see Diggs changing or anything. I don't think he's a sell high or a buy low type of person. I think
Do
he's
you
just where
think
he's
you
at.
could trick somebody into sell if you could sell high Josh Allen, maybe pick up a Anthony Richardson for later, or like a
I guess you could, but like you'd have to like tag someone else with Josh Allen. You're not gonna straight up trade a QB for a QB. I don't think.
yeah, you're right.
I don't think you can, or you can, but I don't think most people do. You know what I mean? I think we've
I've
talked.
never seen it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've always seen it
I
there.
think we've talked about it in a text before. Like just having quarterbacks as just like your one trade piece. Like that's a little bit odd. You know what I mean? A little weird. It's just not normal.
Yeah. Next game up, we got the Chargers and the Vikings. Vikings
Ooh,
are at
I feel
home
like
and they are favored to win. Both teams on 2. Go ahead.
I was about to say this is probably the game that I'm most intrigued by the most because they're both don't even have a win. They both they the Chargers like I don't know what the hell's going on. I think Justin Herbert, he's just not clutch. He's just not clutch. He has the talent. He'll throw that ball everywhere. It's just that whenever it's his time to shine, man, he keeps going 3 and outs, man. 3 and outs every fucking time. But
With
anyway,
2 giants. You got 2 giants out there.
Anyway,
3 Johnson's like 6'5". Like,
and then you got
what's
Eckler
the
there
problem,
too. You got
man?
Eckler. Like you got everything you want on that offense, but
Gerald Everett is not a scrub, but the Chargers got him looking like one.
Yeah, Herbert's just not clutch, man. I think he's just not it. Like, I just don't think if down down to the wire, I don't think Herbert can get it done.
So you starting him?
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I was just talking some shit, just generally speaking on the team, like on why I like. Anyway, Justin Herbert. I mean, as much as shit I just said, he's a weekly starter. I mean,
yeah, especially where you probably had to draft him.
Yeah, he's a weekly starter. Oh, remember in our league, that motherfucker went round 9 now. He went round 9.
Oh yeah, he did keep dropping. He kept dropping. Everybody saw the writing on the wall. I stayed away from him.
Oh shoot!
Everybody saw the writing on the wall. And he just got paid too. Yeah, he ain't come out here and show out.
He's a weekly starter. Joshua Kelly. I mean, you have to start him. I feel like if you have, especially if you're an Eckler owner, you pretty much got. I mean, he only had a bad game last week, but that was against the Titans, so you can't really
have a better game when Eckler played the whole game week 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the Titans, but still,
it's funny how it's just some running backs, man, are just not meant to be starters, man. You know what I mean? They just not meant to be starters. They gotta feed off of somebody. You know what I mean? They gotta
wait till that defense get tired.
Yeah,
then
they gotta
fresh
feed
legs.
They gotta feed off somebody. But he is a hot waiver if he's still on. He shouldn't be from last week, but he shouldn't be on there. But he's pretty much the only running back not named Eckler.
I know this. If he goes off this week, I'm selling him high.
There you go.
That
yes,
much.
sir. Yes, sir. He's
not real.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know it ain't real. So y'all watch out. Y'all watch out. He go, that fool give me 25. I'm trading him.
There you go. And then you got Keenan Allen and Michael Williams, both must starts. They both did great last week. Keenan
Yeah.
Allen sure went the hell off last week, but they both are
Is
very
Mike a sell high? Because
Mike,
we know he'll be hurt in week 7.
I think Mike Williams could be a sell high. I think he's a sell high. And then those are pretty much the only receivers. I think it's crazy how fucking John Palmer is still getting a lot more play time than Johnston. I don't know why that's happening. You drafted him high as hell.
Yeah, didn't they take him in the 2nd round?
I thought they got him in the first. I thought he was
The first, yeah, he was one. Yeah, because it was a bunch of receivers. Yep.
Yeah,
that's silly, man.
I don't.
And
see
Palmer did go off last year, though. He was
did.
very reliable.
True.
But Johnson's 6'5".
I was about to say, I feel like if you have an Allen or a Williams and then you drafted him in the first round, I mean, I feel like that's just like an automatic, like, we already got Keenan and Allen. We already got Williams. We'll put a rookie in there. We drafted him in the first round. We got to put him in there. Like,
yeah, 1st round pick. That's interesting. Or at least trade Mike Williams and get you something for it. It doesn't make sense what they're doing by not playing him. Then, unless he sucks and we don't know it. But he wouldn't have made the roster. No, if you're a 1st round pick, you got to make the roster.
Yeah, you got to. And then tight ends. We talked about Everett. He nice, but they not even using him, so we're gonna leave him there.
He can be on waivers, man.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what they're doing with him.
And then that's pretty much.
You need to go back to the Rams, dude.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it for the Chargers, man.
Yeah. Yep. Minnesota.
All right.
Let's see what we got. You got to start Kirk. Kirk gonna make you sweat. He's gonna make you sweat.
Hey, no.
Okay. The game's at 1 p.m. You are going to be pissed off at 2:15.
But then at
4 o'clock, you'll be fine.
And then at like
you'll be fine.
And then at like 3:45, when the game almost over, you're gonna see them empty calories.
You're like, oh shit, he got 22.
Hell cool. Yeah.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Kirk's a start. What's their running back situation, man? Well, like, I don't know. It's like I know Madison has to be rostered, but I wouldn't even have him on my team. Like he could be on waivers right now, and I'd be like,
I'm reading Cam Akers right now, and he says he's unlikely to make their Vikings.
Yeah, they say he won't even. Yeah. And then with Cam, like, remember I said in text, I'm staying away from his ass, and I still have him on 2 teams. Like it's like I don't want to drop him though.
I think whatchamacallit, he's in I think you have him in ours, if I'm not mistaken. In mine.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then I got then you got Chandler, and it's like, who the hell even is he?
Yeah, he's the rookie. Oh yeah.
So as far as their running backs, they even had Myles Gaskin for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So the Vikings backfield, I think y'all should stay away for like 2 or 3 weeks until we see what's going on. Maybe you stash Cam and stash Madison. Shit, depending on how deep your league is, maybe stash Chandler too. But you don't need to be starting any of them for like 2 weeks now. It's just too tough to tell. Do not start any running backs for the Vikings until we see what is actually going on there. You're obviously starting JJ. So this is what sucks, right? I get hung up on those projections sometimes where it's like, oh, my team might lose by 10. Let me put this person in so that it'll say our teams are equal.
I know. Exactly.
And it's just so I almost hate that they have that up there because it messes my head up.
I stopped listening to that, man, because I knew exactly what you mean. You'd be like,
because then it's like I keep benching Addison, and it's like, but he's gonna give you 17 points. Even though they saying 9 or 10, I can't be looking at that, man. So you need to start Addison. Like, I got some squads out here, but I'm starting Addison over some beasts right now. Like, I don't want to go into it because we kind of running over, but you need to start Addison. I don't care who you got.
Yeah.
If you got to put him in your flex, put him in your flex. Got to start Addison. If it's a deep league, 14 and up, you got to start KJ.
I was about to say, deep leagues, you can go with Osborne in the deep league.
Yeah. You obviously starting Hockenson.
That's your boy.
That's my man.
That man killing it.
Yeah, Hockenson. He the next He the next Kelsey after Kelsey's done, man. It's plug and play. It can't be Andrews because Andrews hurt all the time.
I'm saying, man.
So Hopkins is that like I don't even have to worry. I don't have to look at nothing. I'm all right with whatever happens. TJ Hawkinson. And he got mad people around him. Like Kelsey is the number one. Hopkins is the number three, and he still be eating. Auto start. Uh Vikings defense is obviously not one that you need to roster. As far as waivers, I was telling you earlier, Addison was on waivers in one league, but because I'm always playing the waiver wire, I couldn't get him. I was sick about that. But he shouldn't. That wasn't realistic. Whatever dummy dropped Addison is just wild. Yeah, it shouldn't be no Vikings on waivers that you need to get off of waivers. That makes sense.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna go ahead and move on to, and there's really no buy low, sell highs for the Vikings either. Nobody's getting rid of JJ. You're dumb if you're getting rid of Addison. Ain't no such thing as buy low or sell high with Kirk Cousins. You either have him on your team or you don't. He's never really a waiver, especially not the last 2 years.
First Cousins.
Yeah, so moving on to the Colts and the Ravens. That's our last 1 p.m. game. The Ravens are home and they are favored, obviously, but they have been playing some shaky football and they have like the most hurt players on their team out of the whole NFL. So look out for this game, man. But then again, Anthony Richardson is out. So for the Ravens, man, you obviously starting Lamar. Do you sell high on Lamar? Or do you buy low, or is it neither?
Neither. Do you think it just doesn't look pretty just because it's like a new offense?
Probably so. That's probably what's going on. And then he's not running as much. And I heard something the other day was because like they want to wait until, get into the thick of things. We see the playoff picture, maybe like week 10. And then when they're trying to adjust their playoff spot, that's when he might start putting the burners on. But still, you're gonna start Lamar, former MVP. Come on.
Come on.
Gus Bus.
Are you starting?
Gus is on waivers in several leagues. And it's like, am I missing something?
Yeah, because
I only have him on one team.
Because whatchamacallit, obviously Dobbins is gone for the rest of the season, and I think Hill's out for week.
Hill's out.
Yeah, so
he's
like,
out.
and you're right.
They only got Melvin Gordon.
Edwards.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon.
And you're right. Edwards is on the waiver in a lot of people
and it's like, do you go get him and start him? I mean, if you don't need him,
I think
we talked about it. You don't pick people up for trade bait unless you're me, because it doesn't work out, but it makes you feel good sometimes until it doesn't work. So don't pick people up for trade bait. So if you don't need him, I just don't do it. And then also they're doing that damn thing where they're only saying he's gonna get 9 points, which that can't be right.
I feel like people aren't picking up Gus Edwards because I feel like, I mean, once you get down to like that tier of running backs, there's a bunch of like people probably already got bench players and shit they'd rather have or start or
whatever. Like I got Charbonnet in a bunch of these. And
like,
it's like I'm not dropping Charbonnet for Gus Bus.
Like
Charbonnet has done shit all year.
Yeah.
But we're only 2 weeks in. But it's like I know if it's the Kenneth, Charbonnet just fall right in that role.
Yeah, so like,
and then it's a couple other cats I got. I got Jaylen Warren a few spots, and it's like I don't really want to drop him for Gus Bus.
Ooh, yo, just pause here real quick. I got a question from somebody I don't know. So those are always exciting.
Cool.
All right. So this is from, what up, Javier Delgado? What's going on, man? Anyway, his question, Jay, or what's going on, guys? Question for you guys. I need to bench a running back. I have Eckler out, Brian Robinson, Kyren Williams, James Cook, and Joshua Kelly. So I'm guessing.
So you can play 3 of them, right?
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's asking if he should bench either Brian Robinson, Kyren Williams, James Cook, or Joshua Kelly.
So that's going to be in between Cook and Kelly. Now again, we're high on Cook, right?
Yes, we
But
are.
this game ain't gonna go like the Bills think it's gonna go. Cook
Okay.
went off last week with the Raiders because they were dogging them. They're not gonna dog the
They
Commanders.
not okay.
So I think like I got Cook in like I got him almost everywhere.
Yes,
He's only
sir.
starting on one of my teams this week.
Okay.
Um we saw the Vikings get destroyed on the ground
On the ground. Yep.
by Swift, who I still don't really believe in. So I think you need to bench Cook, man. Play Kelly and see what happens, man. The Vikings, like, you just run all over them.
That's true. I agree with that. Yeah, out of all those four, yes, sir, Javier. I agree with my boy Jay here. You should, out of all of them, probably best bet who will probably perform the lowest. Not saying they're gonna have a trash game, but out of them four,
Yeah, yeah,
probably James
yeah.
Cook.
The higher ceiling
Exactly.
this
There you
week.
go.
Yeah, like Cook's ceiling is the lowest out of all of them. You would think it's Kelly's, but because Kelly is playing the Vikings, his is a little higher.
There you go. Hope that answers
Hope
your
that works
question,
out.
Javier. I
Yeah,
appreciate that question a lot. Appreciate it.
yes, sir. Salute.
Appreciate it. Hit that like though, and that sub.
Yeah, and that bell and
Go
all
ahead,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, go hit
You
that
know
like.
the YouTube
Yeah,
talk. You know what
yeah,
I'm
all
talking
that,
about.
all that.
Yeah,
Anyways,
ENJ locker room. Bam.
Anyway, where were you? Oh
Uh,
yeah, your Baltimore
we
running
were
backs.
Baltimore running back. So Gus Bus, like,
Oh,
I mean,
and then
obviously, if you're in a deep league, you have to get him.
go
14
ahead.
teams and up, you got to get Gus. You probably should start him.
Well, we got
10 to
one more.
12?
We got one more from some same guy. He said, "Oh, he also said y'all are the goats. Thank you, bah.
Hey,
Appreciate that. Appreciate that."
man.
All right, second question. He got one more. He said, "Who will bring out more points, Goddard or Laporta?"
Okay, we know Laporta's playing the Falcons. Eagles got the
Mm-hmm.
Bucks. Now that's a good one, Javier.
Ooh,
That's a good one, man.
who the Eagles
I
face?
think because um AJ been barking a lot, right? He wants the
Mm-hmm.
ball. You're not gonna throw the ball less to Devontae Smith. You have to throw him the ball too.
Ah,
Um, so Goddard might have to take a
a little.
slight back seat in this like prime time game against the Bucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got Amon Ra's a little banged
I was
up.
about to say you got some banged
Reynolds is
up
banged
players.
up.
You got some banged
I
up
will roll with
players.
Laporta, man. I will roll with Laporta this week. Overall, Goddard, man. But
Mm-hmm.
this week, Laporta.
Goddard will
It's
be
because of
more.
circumstances.
Goddard could be more of your like consistent person. Like you
Yeah,
don't really got to
yeah.
guess on what he's gonna give you.
Right, right. But if you got them both on your team and you need to figure that out,
Mm-hmm.
Laporta this week, man.
And then one more. Oh, from Ryan Kennedy. What's going on, Ryan?
What's up,
Um,
bro?
he got Start. Are we starting Tua or are we starting T Law?
T-Law had a down game last week.
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
He has to bounce it back.
I feel like he's
The
bouncing it
Broncos
back.
are a hellified defense. Sean Payton's gonna be mad. I'm starting Trevor Lawrence
I would
this
go
week.
with T Law too because they're going against
Yeah,
Houston too. So
yeah. And also like Tua, like so Tariq Hill's gonna look outstanding. And you know how that doesn't always translate to the quarterback.
that's true.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
and then you did say that this Jacksonville and Houston game could be a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. So
so
Lawrence this week.
so there you go,
Now,
Ryan.
when Wild comes back and they not playing the Broncos, you should probably roll Tua out there. But this week, T-Law.
So he does have he just added he has Tyreek. So do you want to just go with Tua just so you can
Because of
stack?
the stack,
Yeah. Nah. Okay.
I still play Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. Okay. Well, there
I
you go,
still play
Ryan.
Trevor Lawrence.
Start T Law, and there you go. Hopefully that
Yeah.
answered your question. Appreciate that. And then
Yeah. That's a very nice quarterback room you have on your team there, sir.
there you go.
You did a good draft. You drafted well.
Cool. Cool.
Two formidable quarterbacks is always good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we finished the Vikings and the Chargers. Yes, do we finish that?
I think so.
So Colts and no, we finished. No, we're on the Colts Ravens. My bad. So I did the Ravens. No, I didn't even finish the
No,
Ravens.
I think you were getting. I think you were in the.
We talked
No.
about Gus.
Yeah, I
You're
think you were.
obviously starting Mark Andrews, right? Are you buying low, sell high on Mark Andrews? He
Oh,
was hurt one game, went off the next
yo,
game.
I feel like man. So like because there's just a few tight ends that you could probably like work off of. He could be a sell candidate, man.
I think so.
Now that we know that there are quite a few tight ends that are very serviceable and that are
Yeah, who
probably
can be the viable number two?
and that
Like
will
it's
always
Kelsey.
and that
You know,
will
it's
all
always gonna be
yeah,
Kelsey.
and then
But
that will
yeah,
always be on the field, like never hurt. I think Mark
yeah.
Andrews
I
may
think
be
you
a
try
sell
to,
candidate
yeah.
this year, man.
Yeah, you try to sell him, and maybe your receivers are weak, or maybe you got uh Joe Burrow or something, and you want to trade up for a little bit better quarterback who's gonna be better right now. I think we start moving things around with Mark Andrews if you can.
Ooh, Ryan got another
Um,
question. Are we starting Christian Watson if healthy or Mike Williams?
Ryan,
Ooh, what we doing?
great
What we doing?
questions.
If Christian Watson is healthy,
I'm going to play. I'm gonna go with Mike Williams.
going Mike Williams too. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say Mike Williams because
you want to play Mike while he's healthy, man.
yeah, there you go.
Get them points while you
And
can, bro.
then I was just
Get
gonna
them
say
points while you can.
just because you see the healthy sign on Christian Watson, he hasn't played in forever. So I mean, he may come back either really rusty or he might just
Mm-hmm.
fucking mess up his hamstring again. So
Mm-hmm.
I think Mike Williams will be the safer play this week,
Yeah,
even
for
if
sure,
Christian Watson is healthy.
for
Start
sure,
Mike Williams.
for sure. Yes, sir.
Yep, yeah, appreciate that. Ooh,
Um,
he also said we the ghost. Bad. Appreciate that, man.
hey,
We always gonna be here for you every week. Catch us. There you go. E&J's
E&J
locker
Locker.
room. All right.
Sponsorship coming soon, y'all. Sponsorship
Mm-hmm.
coming soon. Um, Ravens wide receivers. You are playing Zay Flowers every week.
Every week.
I don't care who you got on your team.
He's so
He needs to be playing. You need to play him. If you drafted him, you need to be playing him. He's just like Addison.
yep.
If you got them, you need to be
Exactly.
playing them. I don't care what the app says, how many points they're gonna score. Play them cats. Bateman, I benched him for somebody who might get 0 catches. So you don't need Bateman on your team for real, for real. OBJ obviously is done.
How about your boy, your boy Nelson?
Yo, that pissed me off.
Your
So
boy
in my
Nelson.
32 team league, right? My 32 team league, right?
Oh shoot.
I see Nelson Aguilar sitting there, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, they got him on the practice squad, but they brought him up. This is not Aguilar. He's not a rookie. Like, yeah, he be dropping the ball, but he's formidable as far as.
He's formidable. Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go pick up somebody who I don't even remember who I picked up. And of course, Nelson goes out there. Did he have 2 tubs? But still, I would say 16 team or better.
There you go.
Yeah, you can start Nelson. You can get Nelson. Anything less than the 16 team, that stuff's fluky, man. Leave him where he is. Leave him where he is, man. It's gonna be Zay. It's Zay Day over there. And that's pretty much it for the Ravens. You know, buy low, sell high on anybody other than Mark Andrews. You might be able to buy low on Zay Flowers for somebody who doesn't respect him. You might say somebody's got.
That's
If you
very
got Zay
true.
Flowers,
That's
you
very
probably
true.
got, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If they
Very
got CD
true.
Lamb and Ridley, and it's a single flex league, and maybe they got James Conner and James Cook and Tony Pollard, they may not want to get rid of the running back. They might want to always start James Conner instead of Zay Flowers, even though Zay Eaton on the bench. They're
Mm-hmm.
just like, but I got Ridley and I got Lamb. You might be able to snake them. You might be able to steal them from somebody.
There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it here
So
first.
go for that. Yeah. So go ahead with the Colts. What you think about them?
Oh, let's see. You know your boy Anthony Richardson's out on concussion protocol. Obviously, if he was playing, must start. You got he's this year's Justin Fields. It looks like. Um, but I mean, right now, who you got playing? Gardner Minshew. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
If you got like a 20-team league or
There
higher,
you
you can
go.
play Gardner.
Zach Moss. I have Zach Moss in quite a few of my leagues, and I'm playing him. I mean, the Ravens do got a good run defense, but I mean, he's literally their only running back. So I mean,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he went off last game. So
yeah.
he went off last game. Um, that goes on for the running backs, receivers. Michael Pittman's been doing good these first two games. Looking at here, first week 11 targets, second week 12 targets.
He is
Um,
back to auto start.
he is
I
back
slept on him because he slept on me last
last
year.
year.
So I left his ass where he was. And
Mm-hmm.
now I wish I had Michael Pittman everywhere, man. I
Yeah,
really do.
that's gonna be looks like him and him and Richardson might low key have that connection this season. It might
Hmm.
be that low key duo that nobody gonna be talking about.
Hmm. Agreed.
And then I probably wouldn't play anybody else on their receivers core. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing any tight ends. Um, man, that's pretty much it. Just, just
No, on their defense.
yeah,
The
just Zach
Colts
Moss.
consist of
Yeah,
Richardson, Moss, Pittman. That's it.
that's it. Just those three players.
You
And
might.
then
I don't think you can snake anybody out of Pittman, though. I don't think you can.
nah, and then and then JT still suspended, but me and Jay have spoken about it. Plenty of
Mhm.
times where we both
I-
wish that he gets traded, which should
Yeah,
happen.
it should have. It's
Should.
just no way
There's no
that
way
he is gonna play for them.
because
It's
if
just
they
no
don't
way.
trade him, like he's just gonna sit out. Like
Hmm.
so,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So that's it for the Colts and the Ravens, man. What else we got next, Jay?
First 4 o'clock game.
Oh, that's your
My
squad.
Panthers
Yo
and
squad. I
the
guess I guess
Seahawks
I'll
that
take
I
this. I know
hate.
you hate the Seahawks. I'll take the Seahawks, and then you go with
All right. So Carolina Panthers in a very, very deep league, 20 people or more, you could probably play Andy Dalton and get
the
away with it.
the Red Rifle.
Emphasis on probably. Yeah. Like we know he has skills, but he's bouncing around. He's old as hell. Saints ain't want him no more. There's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you have Miles Sanders, hopefully he's on your bench. I don't want you to start him this week, even though you just need to have somebody other than Miles Sanders. If that's all you got, then so be it. But I hope that's not where you are on your fantasy team. Like I'm
Damn.
shopping him right
A
now.
lot of
I'm
my
shopping him.
what's funny is a lot of my mocks when I was trying to go wide receiver heavy. This was when I like didn't plan on having Kelsey at all. Like when I was just planning to go really heavy on wide receivers. I had Miles Sanders as my RB1 in a lot of
I had Miles and Madison.
really. Oh shit.
I had both. I was pairing them. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a good year. But yeah, I just like so Miles is gonna. I just don't understand my Panthers this year, man. Like Chuba's. I don't think Chuba's any good. A lot of my fellow Panthers think he is fine. I do not. And it's like Miles should be putting up like 20 points a game. He's like a baby McCaffrey. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's a good build running back, decent speed, but he's not putting the numbers up, man. So hopefully you don't have to start him. I think you should be trying to trade him. I know he ain't on waivers. He ain't that bad. Um, uh, Hayden Hurst is still a bit of a toss-up. He's a streamable tight end. I don't think you need to go and get him. I mean, If he's the only one available, you're obviously gonna have to start him, but he's streamable. He's stream status. Um, Receivers, man, Thielen went off last week, but I don't know how real that
I was
was.
about to.
Plus, that was with Bryce.
I was gonna
So
say, man, that might have been a one, maybe two. You may see that one
yeah,
more time this year.
yeah, cause he like 48 years old.
I was about to say he's injury. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll see that.
There's talk about Mingo getting ready to do what he's supposed to do. But I think he should remain on your waiver wire. I don't think you need to be playing around with the Panthers this year, y'all. And it hurts my heart. It really does. But don't waste your time on the Panthers, any of their offensive pieces this year, guys. Just don't. If you got Miles Sanders, try to get rid of him. Do not just drop him, but try to get rid of him. Don't start him this week. Don't start none of these cats this week, man. Panthers defense. Only reason we're not starting them this week is because the Seahawks are going to be feeling themselves. They came back on the Lions, beat them late. I think the Seahawks are going to be much like they were last year. So Panthers defense, I wouldn't do that. They might get ran all over, and then Geno throw a couple touchdowns. No Panthers this week, y'all. It's very sad to say. What you think about Seattle?
All right, Seattle.
Yeah.
Geno Smith. You can start him this week. Go ahead and start him. Go ahead and load him up. Load him up. Not too much there. Running back. I mean, there's only really one starter there. Kenneth Walker. He's been killing. He's doing all right. He's the only starter until he
Auto
gets
start.
hurt. Then
Auto start.
Yep, auto. There you go. Until
Is he a sell high?
Nah, he's neither. Nah, he's neither. I don't think he's either. Then then you got your receivers: Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, weekly starters. Um, you got JSN. He's still.
Oh, you just picked him up.
I just picked him up, but I got an extra spot. You just never know. If you got an extra spot, go ahead and pick him up. Well, that's probably the only players you're gonna play. I mean, you're not. Are you gonna play? No, you're not. I don't think you'd play any of the tight ends for Seattle. So it's really, Smith, Walker, Metcalf, and Lockett. Me.
Yeah,
Not
agreed.
not too much to talk about there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. It was a time in the NFL where these two teams were just the shit.
the shit.
Cam was out there eating. Russ was good. Sucks the Panthers have to be terrible and the Seahawks still decent. All right, next. Bears and the Chiefs.
Ooh, which one you want? Which one you want?
You go.
Okay,
Take whoever
I
you
want,
want.
I want Chi-Town. Give me Chi-Town. Give me Chi-Town. I'll go
All right.
Chi-Town.
What you got?
Fields. I think we're at the point now where, depending on if you like play the 2 quarterback game. I'm not specifically talking about super flex. I'm just talking about if you're one of those people that like to have 2 quarterbacks. Now, depending on who your other quarterback is, I'm not gonna lie, yo. If your other quarterback is someone like
Zach Wilson? No, you shouldn't have Zach Wilson.
Hey, no, I'm playing Sam Howell over Jay Fields, bro.
Yeah,
I'm playing Sam Howell over Jay Fields. That's where we at with Jay Fields now, man. Like, there are just some quarterbacks out there where, like, there may be some weeks where Justin Fields is not an automatic start.
Yeah, man.
But I think in this game you could play him. But if he's your only quarterback, which is if you drafted Justin Fields, more than likely you may not have any other quarterbacks. So I feel like he's a must start. But like I said, man, if you're not comfortable starting Justin Fields, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it if you're not comfortable starting him.
Especially because it's the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Like, their defense is for real this year.
So I'm not mad at it if you want to sit him. It's just the type of thing we doing. The running backs, that one's a little funny. I've been reading a lot on this because Foreman, he's a healthy scratch last week. So, and they're playing really bad this year. they're talking about Johnson, man, being the lead back in the next couple of weeks, man. So if
Mm-hmm.
he's on your waiver wire, pick his ass up right
Go
now.
get him.
Right
Mm-hmm.
now. I was
Yep.
hoping Marone would drop him, but fuck, I think he's reading too. He does a slight reading too. So, cause I was hoping he'd drop him because I picked him up in a lot of leagues. So
After week 1, I went and stashed him anywhere I could.
I think after a couple of more games, you can expect him being a lead back over Khalil Herbert pretty soon.
Yeah.
Especially
And why does Chicago keep doing this with their running backs, man?
I don't know, man.
Every year they have a running back who closed out pretty solid or filled in pretty good, and then next year they go get another running back. And then he does the same thing, and then they get another one. They had, I can't remember, Langford. They had Langford. Then dang, I can't remember the next person. Somewhere in there they had Mike Davis.
Oh shoot,
They had like they just kept like having a running back be fine, and then they go get another Montgomery to Herbert to Johnson. I don't get what they're doing, man. I don't get it, but whatever.
And then their wide receiver room, in deep leagues, you can play Darnell Mooney.
Deep leagues.
They got to be deep, though. Deep. Like, I'm talking about girl ran through the site. Nah. But DJ Moore, he's pretty much a start every week. You don't really got to worry about him.
Even though
Justin Fields,
week 1 had my heart hurting.
Yo, did you see that? Matter of fact, did you see that clip? I think it was one of the linebackers from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if I'm not mistaken. Who did they go? They went up against the Bears last week, right? Was it the Bears last week? Yeah, Tampa Bay and the Bears last week. So there was like a clip floating around where one of the linebackers was talking to DJ Moore. DJ was like, "What's up, man?" It's like, "I miss tackling you, man. They not using you right over here." DJ Moore's like, "Yeah, I know." Yeah, he's like, "I know they not using you right over here." Some shit like that.
And we had scrubs at quarterback the last 3 years, and DJ was still getting 1,000 yards. So like, man, it's good. Like, people getting fired in Chicago.
I was like, damn, this week too, DJ Moore, they got something to say like that? Like, okay.
Yeah, it's getting ready to be some changes in Chicago, man.
Okay. And like, like I was reading up earlier, man, they probably kicking they in the foot for trading around that first pick from the last draft, because they were thinking about getting, quarterback from there, but
but Fields look so good at the end of the year.
Exactly, man. But
shoot. And it's the same offensive coordinator from last year, so it's really baffling what's going on right now.
Yep. So I think that might be it. Do you want to play Cole Kmet, or is he another one of those deep ones?
Man, he's a flex guy. Not flex, stream.
Stream.
Cole Kmet is stream, man. He's going to have like 25 points a week eventually.
Yeah, I was about to say
it ain't gonna be.
Yeah, like he's also gonna have the targets too as well. So
yeah, he's gonna get the targets, but he's gonna really live around the 6 or 7 point range, which
so like
some people they're good with that. They're good with it. I need everybody on my team to give me 10 points consistently. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? Damn, some 6 points. I don't want 6 points. I can't be losing by 2-3 points, man. I need 10 points. Everybody on the team.
All right. So that might be it from the Chi-Town peoples, man.
Is DJ a buy low? Because he damn sure ain't a sell high.
Ooh. I like that. I think
like that.
I do like that. I think.
Yeah. So y'all start shopping for him. Send some try to sneak somebody. Sneak up with DJ. They gotta figure it out with Fields, man. They have to. They have to.
Oh, I think one of your boys in this chat room, B-Boy Will 919.
Hey, what's up, bro?
He said, "Hey, my boy Jay." He said, "I need a new running back after Chubb. There is no one out here."
Oh no, you had Chubb or Dub.
Yeah, so let's answer this.
You didn't go get Jerome Ford?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though, like you got to be in the right position to grab that though. The waiver position.
Yeah, that Wednesday waiver. That Wednesday waiver.
unless you
Yeah.
handcuffed him at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But
And nobody handcuffed
ain't
him.
nobody, yeah, ain't nobody handcuffed Chubb.
Boy, you better go get Gus Bus.
He said he's also about. He said I'm about ready to trade DJ. He does have Kareem Hunt.
Is Gus available?
Ooh, he said is is Gus available? That might. You know what? You're right. That might be like a good, like if because Chubb is more than likely your first round pick. So
Yeah, if not your second.
yeah, he's definitely So I mean, yeah, Gus isn't a bad. I wouldn't say a replacement, but I mean,
Band-Aid.
It's like I mean, if it's thin out there in the weird, and I'm pretty sure Gus is up there in the top. So Gus might be up there. If Isaiah Pacheco ain't playing, Jerick McKinnon might be all right.
Yo, I've seen Pacheco drop into the waiver wire. Have you seen any of that?
I haven't seen any of that. How about your boy said? How about Chuba? Damn, he said nah, not Chuba. I think Gus would be a better bet than Chuba.
B. Will, man, he Panthers too.
Oh,
you know, it's hard not to be a homer. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want somebody from your squad to eat, but do not think that you can start Chuba Hubbard and win fantasy football. If it has to be no other running backs on the team, like Blackshear got to be hurt too.
Let me see. Let's go look at some running backs here. Oh, you know what? If you want, you could probably take your bet with a homeboy from the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. The backup.
Warren. Yeah.
Jaylen Warren.
Yeah.
He's very efficient.
Any day now.
Oh, he's about to take over.
Like Zeke. It's gonna look like Zeke and Tony Pollard 2 years ago.
Yep, yeah. He's very efficient too.
Najee's gonna continue. Najee's gonna still get like 16 touches, but Warren's 10 to 12 touches are gonna produce.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like I can still start him. The touches will be low, but like you said, that efficiency. And he'll catch the ball. Yo.
And
Jaylen Warren.
If Barkley's still hurt, Matt Breida's not bad to pick up either.
I don't know. He had a pretty solid outing.
Jay,
and that was the 49ers. He did better. He did better than Najee did against the 49ers.
Bro, look at the running backs we talking about, bro. Like, yeah, like who is he supposed to choose? Like, I mean,
You're right. I just have been burned by Matt Breida a few times.
Who is he supposed to choose?
You're right, man. But I think for sure, Gus. First go after Gus. Man. That's the ranking too. Gus, Warren, Breida.
There you go. I mean,
Breida's real quiet.
And Jarrett, and I mean after that, you pretty much got Jerick McKinnon, CEH, P. Ryan, Gibson, Damian Harris. So yeah, and that's in that order.
You need to. If you can't get them top three, you're just screwed, man.
Yeah. So like your boy said, Gus, Warren, and then Breida, and then McKinnon on the fourth spot. If you just
McKinnon in the fourth spot. Now we all know come week 12.
That's when McKinnon.
Everybody's gonna be mad they don't have McKinnon.
Hell yeah.
Coach Reed gonna be tired of it. He's gonna be like, you know what? I'm so sick of Justin Watson and Noah Bell and Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney. I'm so tired of them. Let me just get a ball to McKinnon. And then that's when we're gonna be like, damn,
I don't see why they didn't do that in the first game, man.
The first bloody game, it was like, why you keep throwing to these clowns?
I don't understand. Like, bro, he showed it in all playoffs last year.
That shit was so annoying. That Thursday night game was so annoying to me. Like, and I went McKinnon heavy. You know that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah, I know you was a McKinnon guy.
That was so annoying. Like, was he in the doghouse or something? That was strange, man.
Boy said no Gus, but he might have to get Breida. He might have to get Breida. He said.
He just texted me.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He has. Oh, okay. So here's the running back room, which it just changed because Gainwell's available. I would actually take Gainwell. Oh, yeah, Gus is not available for him. So he's got Gainwell, Breida, Reynolds, Chuba, Johnson from the Bears, Kendre Miller. So this is what you gotta do, bro. You go get Kendre Miller, and you also get Gainwell because you can't get Breida because he just played. So you go get Gainwell and you go get Kendre.
Ooh,
You
you know
hope
what?
that Johnson doesn't do anything this week, but you're gonna start Kendre.
I was
You
about
got
to
to
say
start Kendre Miller.
Kendre would be a plug-in. Gainwell would be for a longer term.
Exactly. That's why you got to get both of them.
Yeah, you got to get
So you're
both.
gonna have to drop somebody else.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to get both of them.
Gainwell is more long term. So if you do
Hmm.
pick up Gainwell, just make sure to keep him. Like, just don't drop him.
Yeah,
Make sure
yeah,
to keep him.
yeah, yeah. And there you go, man. Damn, boy, it's rough, bro. How many teams in this league? That waiver wire rough. Um. All right, Kansas City Chiefs. Do we
uh,
even talk about number 15? No, we don't talk about that. We skip over that.
and skip it.
Um,
Uh-oh, here we go.
ain't nothing to talk about there. And then running backs. Pacheco is
Oh,
hurt. I
game
don't
time
know if he's
decision. Says
game
game
time decision.
as
I
a
hate game time decisions.
as a
Like, if you're that hurt that you don't know if you're going to play up until 15 minutes before the game, you probably shouldn't play, right?
and then on top of that, it's like it depends on what time your other games start. Cause then it's like if he's like a Monday night game, you're like, fuck, I gotta take him out now. Like
Yeah.
because
And it's supposed, and look, if it's game time decision on Monday night, like, you have no time for
yeah,
that.
you
Like,
got
who are you going to
nobody.
replace him with?
And then you're not
That
gonna be
shit
able
is
to
whack,
and then you're
man.
not gonna be able to drop anybody because everybody else done
They already
played.
played. Yep.
Everybody done played.
Like, Ayuk screwed me on Thursday, man. Like, I checked at like
Oh,
6 o'clock, man, and he was still questionable, but they were like, he's leaning towards not playing. But they said Amari was leaning towards not playing
I was
last
about to
Monday
say,
night.
and what I think I want to say in one of my leagues that you're in, I did see you switch out more, and then I got a notification that Cooper was playing, and I went back to you, and I didn't see you switch that out. I saw you still kept more on there. I was
It
like,
was
oh,
too late
yeah, I was about to
because
say,
I had to
yeah,
work. I had to work on
yeah.
Monday, so it's like I try to plug this shit in, and they gonna wait for real, till 15 minutes before the game. Like, that is so uncalled for, dog. It's so unnecessary. Just don't
I'm
play
like,
if you hurt. Just don't play.
bro, I know you go. You can find out if you're gonna play a few hours before the game start.
Yeah,
Like
for real,
you
for
can find
real. Man,
you can
so Thursday night, dog, I was trying to like at least be able to put Ayuk in IR on the because some leagues you can use a out player and
yeah,
put him in your
yeah.
IR.
Depending on how they
And I
have it,
got
yeah.
Ayuk in like 5 leagues. So that's 5 leagues where I just have an out person. So now, like, some of them leagues, I don't have a kicker because I be trying to do my trade shit and I'm just streaming kickers. So it's like now I gotta drop a real person for a kicker. It's not cool, man. It's not cool, man.
Ooh, your boy got a question, and it's pretty. I like it too. He says he's trying to trade. He says he has Wall. He said I got Waller and Andrews. Should I go try to add one of them with DJ Moore and get me a running back?
Yes.
That's
And
I
the
think.
person then it should be Waller.
Yeah, Waller,
You need to
DJ
move
Moore.
Waller.
You can probably if you move Waller and DJ Moore, you can probably get a running back in a tier like who you thinking?
I think you could get a RB
You know what?
two, a low end one.
If
You
you
gotta go find a team with mad running
Joe, I
backs.
was about to say that if you can sacrifice like a week or so, see if you can go get Aaron Jones because he hurt too. So someone might let him go.
They
Someone
might
could.
trade you. They might. Well, Waller just played. Um, I mean, I'm sure you could trade DJ for Aaron Jones straight up.
Oh, that's true.
I think you could, man. Especially somebody who ain't got no
That's
like I
true.
said, they got mad running backs, man, and they need a receiver or need a tight end. Say somebody out here with Fryermuth or Tyler Higbee, you go attack them. You
Season.
try to, yeah, you go attack. Um, but yeah, the answer is yes.
Yes.
Who else with the Chiefs? So I'm not rostering any of the Chiefs receivers. I know I like the Rice coming in. I still kind of do, but for fantasy football purposes, I will not have a Chiefs receiver on my roster. I don't give a fuck who's hurt. I don't care if Kelsey's hurt again. I'm not taking none of them.
Hell yeah,
Sky
man.
Moore either. I don't
Man,
care.
when
I don't want
Kelsey's hurt,
nobody from that team but Travis Kelsey. And of
man,
course, 15.
man, when Kelsey hurt, man, that's when Patrick Mahomes really trying to be a great quarterback. Because then he just spraying the ball everywhere, man.
And
Like,
yo, and he was getting it in, and them clowns was dropping the ball. And it
yeah.
won't just Tony. Everybody was dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Tony's just looked the worst. But yeah, I don't roster any Chiefs receivers. None of them are buy low, sell high. I mean, you could have Sky Moore if you want. He looks to be the next guy, but
Very
whatever.
deep, very deep. If you had to
Yeah,
choose one receiver,
yeah.
very deep league
Like
for
a
Sky Moore.
16 or more
Yeah.
if you got to play Sky. Yeah.
Very deep league.
And
for
in
Sky
the
Moore.
16, I would roster Rasheed Rice, but I wouldn't mess with nobody else. Kadarius Toney, you're done. I'm done with you. I listened to something on the radio the other day, and it was like, can he really catch the ball? And I had to think, like, damn, can he? Because he be getting end rounds and gadget plays, and he'll do a punt return, a kick return. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it'll be a short screen. Like, is he a receiver? I don't know, but I ain't messing with him.
They trying to hide it. They trying to hide that.
Obviously, we rolling with 87.
You already know.
Only a fool would trade away 87, but I'm looking for that fool right now. Really
right here, Jay. Give me Pollard and who's your other running back? Who your other running back? Who your other running back?
Probably McCaffrey. Chiefs defense. If you ain't got them, go get them. It's ready to get real out here.
You know what? You can start them this week, right?
You start them every game this year.
Okay. You heard that?
Every game, y'all. You heard it here first. Every game, you can start the Chiefs. They're top 10 defense in fantasy and in real life. I'm pretty sure they're going to be like top 7.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got Cowboys and the Cardinals.
You know what? I used to live in the Big D, so I'm gonna get that one.
Let's hear what you got.
All right, Dak Prescott. We starting him. Yeah, we're gonna start him. We're gonna start him against the Cardinals.
I saw Dak on waivers somewhere, man.
Oh, did you pick him up?
I couldn't. Let me find out. I couldn't get him. Damn, it's gonna take. Keep going. I'm gonna keep looking through it.
Oh, your boy said DJ and Waller for Alvin Kamara, and his best tight end is Kincaid. I think you could probably do that as a straight up trade. I don't think you don't.
Yeah, but see, the only thing that scares me is we don't know what Alvin's about to do. Because he kind of had a light year last year. Like, I got him stashed in one league, but I don't know if I want to give up DJ for Alvin Kamara.
See if you can just straight up Waller for Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, try that. Try Waller for
see if you can straight up trade up Alvin Kamara for Waller.
Yeah, I don't like giving up DJ.
Especially if it's Kincaid.
Like I said, we've seen DJ do a lot with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know that. We've seen DJ go off 1,000 yards with nobody. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, scrubs.
Baker Mayfield play for y'all?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Teddy Bridgewater.
Baker Mayfield played for the Panthers? When?
Yeah. We cut him last year.
Was it last year? Oh, it was. Mm-hmm. It was. Okay.
Yeah, he won out. He won the starting job.
Oh, I cannot wait to get to that.
Dunk it up.
Ooh, cannot wait to get to that game.
But yo, it's the poop league. In the poop league, Dak Prescott is on a waiver.
Oh, is he? Okay, go ahead and grab him.
But I can't.
Oh.
I got Justin Fields, so I want to. but it would mean I have to drop either Cam Akers or Charbonnet.
Ooh, drop Cam Akers. Just make sure
Fuck
make
no.
sure I'm high on the waiver list first, though.
I ain't dropping Cam Akers. I didn't held on this long.
Make sure I'm high on the waiver first, though. If you drop.
Like I can't drop Elijah Moore because I got Amari Cooper too. I'm not dropping Elijah, not dropping Nico, not dropping James Cook. So it's like, damn, man, and I have Justin Fields. That's the shittiest part of all of this. It's like I would definitely play Dak over Justin Fields this week. But I guess, and I can't drop Charbonnet because I have Kenneth Walker. So really the only person I could drop is Akers. And I just can't do it. Even though I know it wouldn't hurt me because I got my running back room crazy. I got McCaffrey, Pollard, and Walker. And Cook. So my running back room crazy.
Ooh, crazy.
You know what?
Crazy.
Here goes another live waiver, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I will drop Cam Akers. I'm gonna drop him. Fuck it.
Ooh, let me go. Well, let me see how high I am on the waiver wire. Because I'm undefeated and shit, so I may be high. I may be in the back of the line.
I should be undefeated in this league.
You are, but until you face me, though. Yeah. Damn, I'm 7. Fuck. Because I know these motherfuckers.
Dak Prescott just sitting up here available.
Ooh, is Dalvin Cook? Your boy said, is Dalvin Cook any good fantasy wise?
Man, it's yet to be seen. I think that's a no, man. Okay. And I stacked him with Breece Hall. I think it's a no, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that same boat. I think it's a no.
Especially with no Aaron Rodgers. Because now he'll have to be like a runner instead of catching the pass out the backfield.
That's true, yeah.
So I think that takes away from it, man. But other than Dak.
Okay, Dak. And then you obviously gonna start Pollard.
Yeah. Don't even have to talk about 20.
How about your boy Deuce?
We ain't gotta talk about him like that.
Hey, I'm taller than Deuce.
Deuce Vaughn, man. He ain't shit.
Yeah, I'm taller than that ass.
Yo, just a side note, not in fantasy, but in real life, I like the secondary running back, man. He's a good, 1-2 punch with Pollard. Deuce as a team, in real life, hate the Cowboys, but that running back room looks solid, man.
Okay. I don't know nothing about
but not fantasy wise. Deuce, man, what was the last game they played? They played the Jets, so it was easy because the Jets were down. The feelings were hurt. But Deuce, he had some good plays, man. He only had 5 points.
Oh yeah, he had some.
And I can't even think of the other guy's name right now, but he was looking good too out there. But none of them are fantasy relevant.
Yeah. And then as far as the receiver goes, you already know you're gonna start CeeDee Lamb. Must start, auto start. And that's pretty much it. I think Brandon Cooks is banged up, but it says he's returned a week. But I mean, he hasn't shown anything to where you're gonna start him.
Yeah.
So and then you got the rest of Gallup. You're not gonna start any of those.
You don't even need to roster them unless you're in a super deep league. In which case, I would only roster Turpin. I wouldn't even roster Gallup.
And then Ferguson. I think you can throw a few. I mean.
Yeah, deep league.
Deep league, he shouldn't be on your waiver wire. He should be.
Yeah, should be on
your.
And they got another tight end also who scored. And I don't remember his name.
Hendershot.
Yeah.
And then, lastly, the Cowboys D.
Obvious start.
The obvious start. I mean, you saw they got 40 that first game, but yeah, obvious start. They may finish as the number 1 defense fantasy-wise this year.
Yeah, they should. So far, they got a huge lead.
Yep. But that's it for the Big D.
For the Cardinals, does anybody even know who Josh Dobbs is? And then, other than me, because of my 32-team league, and they got a rookie quarterback, something Tune.
He had a negative his first game.
Who Josh Dobbs? But look, his second game he had a 20.
That. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He had it in my league.
25. I was shopping him too. Who wants Josh Dobbs now? One of y'all getting. I tried to get I tried to get Kyron Williams.
You wildin'.
But yeah, I tried to get Algier too.
Yeah, you wildin'.
Yeah,
Someone in my 16-man league, I think, tried to fucking trade me Matt Stafford for Algier.
hell no.
Yeah.
Stafford is gonna be all right though, but I don't know. Algier, man, you gotta keep him. So no to the quarterback. Obviously, you're going to start James Conner. You can probably even nah, he's not sell high buy low yet.
Not yet.
But you do want to start him. I haven't really followed Hollywood, but they say he's doing well, so start him.
I look at his numbers now; they're not bad, not bad at all. So
start Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Start Zach Ertz.
Yep, Zach
Of course,
Ertz.
you start Zach Ertz. Go get him off waivers or whatever. We talked about that earlier. That's it. Do we even talk about their defense? No. We just move on to the next slate. So Sunday night game, Steelers, Raiders. Raiders are at home. Raiders are favored to win.
I'll let you do Pittsburgh. I like Las Vegas because we be lit out there.
Steelers, man, you obviously are not starting or rostering Kenny Pickett yet. Even though preseason everybody thought he was about to be eaten. It's like they don't even have an offense this year. There's nobody on offense this year. They just snapped the ball 3 times and then they punted.
Pickett was actually my QB1 in my 16-man league. That's when someone dropped Sam Howell and I picked him.
You got lucky. I know you're happy about that because it's gonna be a long year in Pittsburgh.
We got a let's see, question from your boy. DJ Moore and Tyler Higbee for Algier? No.
Like you're sending DJ and Higbee for Algier?
Yeah.
I think I would do that.
You would because
remember he don't have a running back.
I'm gonna say, do you kind of look at it as of like Tyler Higbee ain't shit, so it's really just a 1-for-1?
Yeah. Higbee's just he doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, so it's
you
really
can get Higbee every week off of waivers.
So
his name's Juwan Johnson or Cole Kmet or whatever. Yeah, Higbee does not matter anymore, man. He will have one game where he gives you a 20, but that's gonna be one game. He's gonna have 2 or 3 zeros this year. I promise you that.
I guess if you have no running backs, and then like even though Tyler Higbee ain't shit, it kind of like when you add that second player, it kind of spices it up a little. You know what I mean?
It does. It makes whoever you're offering the trade to not think so hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, so there you go.
I mean, it is, but like you are going to have some weeks where Algier's not going to do anything. So you need a RB. He's more of a RB3/flex just because of
I was about to say
him being behind Bijan, right?
Algier may have some nice games. You just got to remember he is running behind someone.
Yeah. So be careful. Because I know you need to be aggressive trying to do your trade, but be careful. This is DJ Moore. Make sure you get your value.
He's the bona fide #1 receiver.
Algier, it's just Chicago is it.
Algier, you can see the numbers are nice, but he's not the focal point.
Right. So be careful there. But I'm like, as far as you shopping DJ, who are your other receivers?
I guess he'll answer in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, Ken is back awake.
Said he asked me to throw in the wide receiver from LA. Oh,
Tutu?
hell no. He said the one with the funny name. You talking about Puka?
No, brother. No, you got to keep. If you have Puka on your roster, ladies and gentlemen,
matter of fact, even Kyrie
until
Williams,
he gets hurt for the season, both of them. You got to keep both of them.
Keep both of them.
Yeah, but don't be like me.
If you're talking about Atwell or whatever, I would trade Atwell for Algier.
I'd trade Tutu because he's only going to be as valuable. Like he's very valuable these next couple weeks, but when Cooper comes back, obviously Tutu's numbers are going to go down. Kyron should stay the same because he's the running back by
Exactly.
himself.
Yeah, he
So
just said.
he should be fine.
So if you're talking about Puka, he said not. He
Absolutely
said
not.
not Tutu. So it's Puka. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep Puka.
absolutely
Yeah,
not. Absolutely
yeah.
not.
You are keeping Puka for the rest of the season.
For the rest of the season. If he goes on IR, you put him in your IR slot.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You don't release him for somebody else.
He said,
Puka
"Okay,
stays.
decline. Good job. There you go. Yeah. Don't let nobody fool you with that too. There's people out there that's gonna be
Yeah.
asking for Puka, and
Yeah.
like, don't fall
And he
for
and
it.
he always got that questionable so
Yeah, don't
far.
fall
So
for it. Don't fall for it.
don't fall for
Don't
it.
fall
Do
for it.
not. Who else we got? You on
We
the
had the
Steelers, right?
we had the running
No, I'm
backs.
on the I'm on
Yeah,
the
you
Steelers.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running backs. Najee Harris
Woo, we
is
talked a little
both
bit about
he's
this,
he's both a sell high and a buy low, whichever one it is.
bro.
Like if you can get him for giving up Samaje, okay, take him. If you can trade him to some fool for James Conner, do it.
Man, I tell you
Right?
what, man. Yeah, I'm so glad I dodged his bullet, bro, because he was in a lot of my mocks, yo.
Yeah, I actually have him on 3 teams.
Najee
And
Harris,
I benched him week 1 on one league.
man, he was in a
Just
lot.
because my running back room was so serious. And now in another league I picked up Kyron. So now I can bench him in that league too. Like he's benched all over, but I can't release him. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
He is a Bama running back. So like eventually something has to happen. But I have Jalen on all the team. Most of the teams I have Najee. There's one team where my man Fred Long snaked him, and I said, "Why the hell do you have Jalen Warren? Why would you need him if you don't have Najee Harris?" And he just chuckled, and it was very annoying. But yeah, you just hold on to Najee, buy low, sell high. They both apply to him. You can even start him this week if you're not me and really good at drafting running backs. You should probably start Najee if he's on your team. And if he's your RB1, which he should not be, but if he is your RB1 and you also have Jalen Warren, you should start both of them this week together on your
Both of them.
team.
Both.
Yep. You need to be
OAS.
going to get Jalen Warren off of waivers if you don't have 5 running backs on your team already, then you should get Jalen Warren. Um, you also should not be starting Pat anymore. I don't know what happened to him,
Who?
but he's not a start. Freiermuth.
Oh, Firemouth. Ah.
He's not. He's not it. I don't know what. It's Kenny, I guess, but he ain't the one. Um,
Oh, how about your boy?
and
How about your boy?
Pickens.
Yes, sir.
I guess you have to start him. I don't want him. Something about that offense that I don't want him. But if you got Pickens, I mean, if you have Pickens on your team, he's got to be your your wide receiver 2 or your flex, which means you got to start him, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else? I mean, Deontay is on IR.
And then you don't want Allen
We know
Robinson.
Allen Robinson's done. We know he's finished. I don't know who this Austin guy
Where your
is.
boy Claypool at though?
Claypool was Chicago.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Remember?
Damn.
Yeah, he in
Oh,
Chicago.
Yeah, damn. You're right.
They traded his ass at the deadline last year,
I
I think.
forgot. Yeah. Damn.
And he ain't been seen since.
Mm-hmm.
He played himself, man. He could have been a beast because he was running the ball and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He big like a tight end. I don't know what happened with Clay or Chase, whatever his first name is.
Oh, right. And what
Yeah,
else?
that's it for the receivers there. Their defense was those points they scored last week was because Deshaun Watson's garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm not playing their defense either. Not even against the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. Steelers are Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. That's all I have to say about the Steelers.
All right, here you go, baby. Sin City. What happens in this city stays in this city. Let's see. We got Jimmy G, porn star Jimmy. Shout out Stephen A. Smith. That's what he calls him. I don't even think he's a streamable quarterback. Like he's just on the waiver wire forever. Like unless all the quarterbacks die, like that's when you pick him up. But Other than that, like he's just staying.
Now, Jimmy will have 2 weeks where he puts a 30 up, but it's not worth all them other weeks where he gives you a 9.
You're right. And then this is a must start every week, even though he's had very disappointing games these first 2 weeks. You still got to start him. I mean, he was probably more than likely he didn't go past 2, so you got to start him maybe. That's the only running back you're starting. Devontae Adams must start. Here's the guy that you think that may go off tonight or this week, Jakobi Meyers. So go ahead and load him up, just like you would Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And those are pretty much it for the rest of them. I wouldn't start Austin Hooper. I wouldn't start this dude, this rookie tight end. I'm not starting their defense because it's non-existent.
That's that. The Raiders defense, that shouldn't be an available option.
Holy shit, -2. Yeah, fuck.
Not be able to. You should not be able to play them.
I'm about to call.
Just like Kyle Pitts, you should not. They shouldn't be available.
I'm about to call support, see if they can just take them out.
Yeah, just like remove that out of there.
But that's pretty much it. You know, we got Jacobs, Adams, and Myers. That's it from Las Vegas.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know,
which is just so interesting that like Jakobi and Adams can have monster numbers and Jimmy G can have like
don't got shit.
12. It's crazy, man. Because he's so ass. Monday night doubleheader. First game.
It's a handsome looking man though. All hobo.
It's the Eagles and the Bucks.
Ooh, both
Bucks
undefeated
are at home.
teams.
2 undefeated teams.
You know what? Let me get Philly just because, you know, dreams and nightmares. Mm-hmm. I like that song. Jalen Hurts, automatic start, you know, automatic start. You know, feel me? These running backs, ooh, this was a little tough to me. Like, do you think the Eagles, the way Swift performed last week, you think that's gonna like change their opinion on like someone like a Gainwell? Because Gainwell was going to be the running back. Do you think DeAndre Swift's performance last week changes that anything?
First of all, I want to say something that might help, might not. I hate the Eagles running back situation every year too.
Yeah, and then having a running quarterback doesn't help either.
Like, I just hate it because you never know. Boston Scott could come out here and get 27 points and then not play the next game. And same with Gainwell. Last year it was Miles Sanders and somebody else, and it's just really effing annoying, man. So this year we got Gainwell had a decent game, like a solid game 1.
Yeah.
Didn't play game 2, and Swift want to come out here and look like
and Swift
Walter Payton. Like that's really annoying, man.
Like Swift,
because it's not real. It can't be real.
Swift gonna play like he was supposed to play when he was drafted, like top 5 his rookie year.
And then we all know Rashad Penny, like he be killing, but he was a healthy scratch week 1. So. Week 2, they gave him like 3 touches. They might F around and have Gainwell and Swift and Penny, right? And say Gainwell roll his ankle or something and has to sit back down. Watch these clowns give the ball to Penny the whole game. Like, honestly,
I think
I gotta stay away from all Eagles running backs. I wouldn't even be comfortable stacking them, like, because it's not 2, it's 3. I stay away from them, man. And then the Bucks, they got rush defense. So I don't know, man. I'd stay away, man. I can't answer that. The answer is none. That didn't help. Like I said, it didn't help or hurt you, does it? But I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm starting Swift. If I had Swift, I'd start Swift.
I can dig it.
I will start Swift, y'all. I will start Swift. I mean, Gainwell is coming back from rib injury, so that could play a little part in it. So, you know, but your boy said his wide receiver room is Mike Evans, DJ Moore, Puka, Tyler Boyd. His only running back is Derrick Henry.
Uh, you might have to go a whole nother route, man. Because you can't get rid of DJ if that's your receiver room. That's going to be your strong point. All the receivers, maybe you just lean on Derrick Henry and get Gainwell and got the other guy already. But that's tough, man, because Mike Williams, Puka,
No.
DJ Moore, and Boyd,
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, like he's going off and he might get traded. Gotta keep him. Can't get rid of Puka. Tyler Boyd is your last guy. You got to start all three of them receivers with Derrick Henry. That makes it very difficult. Maybe you try to trade Mike. God. Maybe you try to trade Mike Evans and go after a beast running back.
Shit,
look for somebody who has two good ones to try to get there too. Who are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, you think you can trade Derrick Henry and just get you two decent running backs?
Actually, maybe that's your best option
That
because
could
Derrick
be
ain't
it.
gonna make it through the whole
I was
year.
about to say, Derrick. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. You know, we talked about 3 straight years. You know what I mean? Like, so if you can, you may be able to get. You may be able to pull off 2 decent running backs for just the one Derrick Henry.
Look for that guy who has James Conner as his bench running back. For what you want to do is find that best bench running back. You want to get him. So like James Conner, somebody might have James Cook on the bench.
Ooh.
I gotta like see it to know who else. But
And
that's definitely. And then you want their bench running back, and then you want either their flex running back or their RB2, because you don't want them thinking, oh hell no, that's my RB1. You got to trick them.
This is the same team with Waller and Andrews. I mean, shoot, if you want, you could probably trade Waller and Derrick Henry.
Waller and the King, yep.
And then get 2 really good running backs instead of just 2 decent ones.
But you gotta attack somebody who has a starter on their bench.
There you go.
Because they're gonna feel like, oh, I'm getting Derrick Henry for him, not thinking, oh, Derrick Henry's not gonna make it through the season. He's probably not. But I don't like breaking up those receivers unless you're getting rid of Tyler Boyd.
That's true, yeah. And he's probably worth nothing right now. You probably got tag him up with somebody.
Yeah. That's tough, man. Is that your league where you forgot to do the draft?
I'll let you know when he answers that. Yeah, I'll let you know when he answers that.
So we went through the Eagles' backs, decided Swift, right?
I did say, yep.
And like we said, like when we were talking to him, Gainwell was on waivers.
Yep.
Gainwell shouldn't be on waivers, right?
Yeah. If
Penny can be on waivers, but Gainwell should not be on waivers.
Yeah. If you got go. I can't remember if he said Gainwell. Oh, and he said, your boy said no to that question. Is this the league where he missed or whatever? He said no.
Oh, it all fell apart because of Chubb. Oh, damn, that's a pretty good team with Chubb. I'm sorry, man. Damn, I hate when that happens.
Receivers, AJ Brown, D Smith, both automatic. Don't be surprised. Devontae Smith has better numbers this year, though.
Yeah, I agree.
If D Smith goes above AJ Brown this year.
The man won the Heisman, y'all. Only quarterbacks win the Heisman.
Damn, you're right. Oh shit, you're right.
The man won a Heisman. Like, we know what time it is.
You're right. It's 11:09, baby. Dallas Goedert, go ahead and start him. You already know he's a safe pick. You know you're gonna get your 8 points.
Yeah.
Yep. Good with that. 8 to 10 points. And that's pretty I don't know if I'm gonna play the Philly Eagles defense on this one.
Me neither.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to.
Buccaneers appear to be ready.
They appear to be okay. They're very, especially in that the division they're in. They're gonna make some noise. So, But that's it for dreams and nightmares. Gonna Tampa Bay.
For
What's up?
that Bay Area. They be listening to that do 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 music. You ever been to Tampa? I don't
No,
remember
I
what
have
they
not.
call it, but they be listening to that dance music.
Oh,
Um,
EDM, EDM,
yeah, that. I think that's
EDM.
what it is. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield.
He's a streamer.
He's a streamer. I'm not gonna say go get him from the
Yeah,
waiver.
he's a streamer.
He's a streamer. You could start him this week. This will be a real test, though. This will be the real deal with the Eagles. They're gonna be swarming. This will show if it's for sure. Um, Obviously, if you have Rashad White, you probably should be starting him. Um, he had a really good game last week. We'll see as it goes on. But if you have him on your team, I think if you drafted him, then he had to be like your RB2, which means you got to start him anyway. Um, Obviously, you starting Mike Evans. You're also trying to sell high on Mike Evans.
This is where I wanted to talk to you. Every time we did our episode, I always talked about Mike Evans, bro. I knew he was gonna kill it this season, man. I knew he was gonna go off. Like
Yeah,
I just knew it,
yeah,
even with Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield ain't gonna throw pinpoint every time, but
no,
Baker Mayfield throws bombs, and Mike Evans gonna catch half of them.
yeah.
Like
His catch radius is dumb.
exactly,
He's
exactly.
strong. Yeah. So yeah.
I can't. Like
I
when he
have
was
no Mike Evans. See, I went heavy Mike Evans last year. I even
listen,
had two teams with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin,
like
and it just didn't work out.
cause last season I just kept saying it. Like last season was really just Brady being washed. That's literally
Yeah,
what it was.
unfortunately. Yep.
Cause Mike Evans, what'd he go? Now round 9, round 8. That shit crazy,
Yeah, it was wild, man.
bro.
It
Yo,
was wild.
that man was all the way down there. And I was like,
Yeah, and
bro,
he's guaranteed 1,000 yards.
yeah. For the past
Even
9
though
seasons.
he didn't make it to the last game last year. I think he had like
Yeah, yeah.
178. But still against the Panthers. But still, yeah, Mike Evans. I think you think he's a keep or a sell high?
No, he's a key. He's a key.
Keep?
Yeah, he's a key.
Even though it's Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, I mean because like we've seen Mike Evans do it year after year. I'm not gonna change that decision just because a quarterback changes
But
there.
he had Jameis. Like we all know Jameis throws picks, but he was also throwing them touchdowns. And then he had Tom Brady. I forgot who came before Jameis. So it's like he had real QBs.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to take nothing from
yeah,
him,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I know Baker, man.
But like I
We
said
saw
though,
what Baker did with OBJ.
yeah, but like I said though, like Baker's like, and then we just talk about Mike Evans, like his catch radius is crazy. They don't even have to throw him the ball. You just gotta get there. Like,
Just get in the area.
yeah, like Baker Mayfield doesn't have to play good for Mike Evans to get numbers. Let me just put it that way.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield doesn't have to play great for Mike Evans for him to produce. Let me just put it that
I'll
way.
take it.
Let me
Yeah,
just
I'll
put it
take
that
it.
way.
And then you got Chris Godwin. You're obviously starting him. I got him in my 32-man league, and he hasn't been killing it for me, but he's freaking Chris Godwin. He's still a beast, y'all. Um, Shucks. I don't even know their other receivers. I'm pretty sure they have nah, they ain't got Scotty no more. I don't know who their other receivers are.
I
So
don't know who these folks are either. I'm looking at them right
they
now.
leave them on the waiver wire. I think they have a tight end who's decent, but I don't know his name. So I'm gonna say he's not a start either. I hate the Bucks, y'all. They don't matter to me. And then we have the Bucks defense. It's not where they used to be either, because
Nope.
Washington and who
So
was it?
just those 3 players.
Yeah, just those
White,
three.
Godwin, and
White,
Evans.
just their skilled position guys.
There you go.
And lastly, before we get up out of here, we got the Rams and the Bengals Super Bowl rematch. I'll go ahead and roll with the Bengals. They're the home team. Joe Burrow is still supposed to play, even though he shouldn't. He should not have played week 1 or week 2.
Hmm.
He should sit his ass down until he's ready.
Yeah, he should have never even
He's
played those
he should
games.
not have played. Um, but if he is playing, even though he's putting up some bad numbers, I guess you gotta roll him out there. Because if you drafted him, you gotta roll him out there, man. I'm sure you took him in 5th or 6th round.
I, I was
Um,
I was watching Speak for Yourself the other day. It might have been yesterday, and Acho was like usually if you're like a bad team with injuries, you're either gotta choose one. Like you either gotta be like an injured team, but like you're bad because you're injured, or if you're a good or oh no, hold on. Let's say like he was like they need to choose either or, like either be healthy and a bad team, meaning like Joe Burrow just sit out and be 0-2, but at least come back healthy, or like you either choose
yes,
that,
yes.
or you either choose to have an injured quarterback and then like have a good record or something. And Nacho was like, they both suck and they're injured. You're not either. And I thought that was funny, yo. Like you
Yeah,
suck and you're injured. Like you got to
acting a
choose one,
fool.
but you're both.
Yeah, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
That shit had me rolling.
It's-
Nacho was like, you got to
They,
choose one, but you're both. You
it,
suck and you're injured. You got to be
it,
one.
and they started 0-2 last
They
year
did,
also.
yeah, they did. There's a lot of
But
people are
it
putting,
didn't look like this
yeah, it didn't look
0-2.
like this.
Like it was a close game, I think, with the
Yeah,
Steelers, and
it
then
didn't,
I
it didn't,
forgot
it didn't look like Jamar Chase single digits. It didn't look like T Higgins doing a goose egg in game one. Like it
the
didn't look none of that. It
zero.
didn't look like none of that. So,
None of that. I don't even know what Joe Mixon talking about. But but if you have these players, like you gotta play them, because Jamar was like your third pick or better,
hmm
and then if you got T Higgins, we already know. Even I started him week 1, goose egg, pissed off, put him on a trade block. I don't want him on my team. Week 2 rolls around, I have him on the bench, and then I'm like, what am I thinking about? I gotta play T Higgins, so started him,
I
and
think
it all worked out
I saw a
for
meme.
my team, not for the
Yeah,
Bengals.
I saw a meme somewhere that said, "I can't believe we all drafted Jamar Chase over Puka."
Everybody slow down, all right?
Right, yeah.
Because Jamar gonna have like 350 burgers out there. Everybody slow it down. It hurts right now, but slow it down. See, what's happening is probably some scrub teams got Puka and won some games, but Jamar is still the real deal,
Ooh, how
y'all. Let's
about
not be
this?
ridiculous.
Let's say if this Joe Burrow injury is lingering, does Jamar Chase become a buy low candidate?
I think
I think
so.
Jamar is a
I think
perfect.
people are gonna
I
get too
think
frustrated.
I think Jamar Chase is in the perfect situation in a buy low situation right
Hmm.
now.
Hey, now that's
He's in
you
the.
will if you still here. You
He's,
send DJ Moore at somebody with
there
Jamar
you
Chase,
go.
especially if they own 2.
There you
Maybe it'll
go.
work.
I think
Maybe.
this is the perfect window right now to buy low on Chase. If you don't have any
Hmm.
hard headed motherfuckers in your league. This is the
Yeah,
perfect window to grab Chase right
agreed.
now.
Ooh, let him have another bad game
You let him have
tomorrow
another
or
bad game,
Monday.
boy. I give you
Ooh,
woo boy.
I got James Conner in the chamber right now
He's
for
stupid.
you.
I sent out a man, I sent out a trade in my home league. I declined it right. This was before I think this was right before Keenan Allen's game. I offered Keenan Allen for Jamar Chase straight up. But then
Would you
I took it back.
would you have been sick if they accepted?
I would
Or
have,
would you
yeah.
just be like,
No, no,
Jamar's coming?
no, because I was playing the long game with that. I was playing the long game with that. Like
So you would have
I
been
would,
all right. Even
I
after you saw the 30 that night.
yeah, I would have, cause like yeah,
Yeah, I like Jamar, man. If I can get Jamar, if I can trade somebody lesser than him for him, then I'm gonna do it, man.
yeah. So
I'm gonna do it.
whoever's listening out there, you need a wide receiver. This is the perfect time to try to get him.
Jamar right now is Mr. Buy Low. He might be the best buy low
He
we
is.
have right
He
now.
is. He is. He's a top one.
All right, so obviously you starting T. Higgins.
Ooh, hold on.
I'm
Your
not
boy.
rostering Tyler Boyd yet, unless there's 16 teams or more. I don't need to have Tyler Boyd on the roster.
Ooh, hold on. He said your boy said if he has so your boy said that the guy he's probably gonna try to trade with, he has Freiermuth. So he said that if he could trade King Henry and Waller, get Brian Robinson Jr. and AJ Dillon back. I say that's a yes.
King Henry and Waller but see, Robinson, yes, we need Robinson, but do we need Dillon? Dillon could turn into it. But the King though? What numbers the King put up? Like so far,
He has
I know they had the Saints the first game. Man, I still ain't do the deck yet. I'm scared. King Henry, where are you? This is my first year staying away from Derrick Henry too.
Oh,
That's
we
my
got
guy. Hey man. Yeah. Oh, that's tough. Why is Henry Ruggs up here?
Oh yeah, he done. Unless you want to go to the XFL. And we want to go play for the Rock.
I mean, if you vote yes on that, it could work, man. It could work. I'm scared of AJ Dillon though.
I'm just trying to get you some
He
money.
should. He's big as hell.
How you?
And he can move.
Weren't
AJ
you-
Dillon should be a beast.
We were just talking about. You were just hyping man's up earlier.
Not AJ.
Who were? Oh,
I was hyping up AJ. I
yeah.
was talking about I was disappointed. Remember I was saying
Oh, I don't know.
I want Aaron Jones. Like if Aaron Jones is playing, then I'm gonna play AJ Dillon with him. But like if he's not playing,
yeah.
because I do remember last year,
Yeah.
Aaron Jones went out one game. It was either week 15 or 16. He was out. It was the only time I saw AJ Dillon capitalize. But other than that, when Aaron Jones is not out there, for some reason, AJ Dillon is not killing. Maybe they're changing the game plan because I don't watch Packer games. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to give you bad advice. AJ's a toss up. Keep looking. Keep
Hey
looking,
man,
man. King Henry.
hey man. If the advice is taken, it's not on you, baby.
True that.
Anyway, we got a question from a Gabe. What the a WTF? What's up, Gabe? WTF? But anyway, that question. Hello, quick question. I'm in a money league. Should I start Christian Kirk or Javonte Williams?
Christian Kirk.
I was gonna say we talked about the Jacksonville game, maybe a shootout. So, or we're looking at it being a shootout. So, if it's especially if it's a PPR league, we'll start Christian Kirk. He did go off last game. Zay Jones still could be hurt, so you're looking at just the two receivers really, Kirk and Ridley. And if it's a high scoring game or a shootout, then targets will be there.
Yeah. Christian Kirk.
There you go.
As far as the Bengals, starting Joe Mixon, obviously, pretty much because his name's Joe Mixon. I don't even know where their tight end is.
Damn, how he only got 13 attempts and Joe Burrow hurt?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like the Bengals are a mystery right now.
He's supposed to have like 20.
You obviously not playing their defense. Their defense ain't nothing. Their defense ain't good until the end of the year when they trying to solidify their seed in the playoffs. And that's it for the Bengals, man. All we got out of that whole thing was try to go get Jamar Chase and hope that Joe Burrow either gets better or sits the hell down. and then tomorrow we'll be back to beasting out. What you got for the Rams?
Oh, for the
Get up out of here.
Rams. We got your boy Matt Stafford. I mean, I think right now he's just a streamer. Um, he's just a streamer right now. I don't really see anybody having him as their main QB1 as a weekly starter.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you
agreed.
could probably put him in a super flex league if you are a super flex league, have him in there. Not a bad
Are you
choice.
running Matt Stafford over Justin Fields?
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Because I still like the ceiling on Justin Fields. So
Yeah, agreed.
not yet. And then we'll go to the running back. You know, we talked about this guy quite a while. Right now, automatic start. Kyron Williams, automatic start. Automatic start. You know what I just thought of? The Rams really didn't like Cam Akers. Like they hated him.
That's why. Remember last year when they hated him, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, we're going to release Darrell Henderson,"
yeah.
and it just was like, "Well, what the hell?"
Like they really don't like Cam Akers. I don't think. But anyway,
It's strange, man. It's really weird.
he's the only running back you playing. And then we've talked about this person a lot. This player, Puka. I like his name too, Puka. Hey yo, what up, Puka? Hey, that's fire. That's fire. Anyway, he's a must start. You know, he's basically Cooper Kupp until Cooper Kupp come back. So, and then you got Atwell as the wide receiver 2, playing well beyond how he's supposed to be playing. So I would start both of these. I will start both of these.
Tutu. I got Tutu starting over. I think I got him.
What's wild?
I got Tutu. Yeah.
Tutu, you can probably start him over a lot of wide receivers right now.
Yeah, I got him started.
Tutu, you gonna start Tutu?
Some reference here.
You are not starting Higbee.
You should not have Higbee on your roster.
Higbee, you wildin'.
So
this was pretty short. I mean, you know, basically the skill position players: Williams, Puka, and Tutu.
Mm-hmm. And what about that Rams defense?
Oh, you know what?
Against the Bengals?
I think because everybody, you might be right. You especially you're right. If Joe, I was about to say either if Joe Burrow plays, suit up because he about to be hurt. So, yep. Go ahead.
Get some sacks, man.
Roll out that defense. Yep. Roll out that defense. They already got a bad line, so roll it up.
Bad line and the quarterback can't move. He going down. Shoot, he might go down 7 times.
He has before too. Shit.
Yeah.
I think he got down like 9 pounds or some shit.
With good ankles. Yeah. So that's worth it.
There you go.
Well, shoot, man. Wrap it on up. That's it.
Went over everything in it. All right, chat. That is up for tonight. That's all our games. Look at here talking about we go knock this out in about 30 minutes. Boy, it's over 3 hours.
Yeah,
we got over 3 hours. Like, well, anyway.
We gotta figure this out, man. We gotta do better, man.
But it's all good though, you know. So I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Remember to hit the like, hit the sub, and then hit the bell so you get notified whenever we get on. Our goal is to get on weekly, but you know, like I said earlier when we started the stream, earlier tonight, you know, this stuff comes up. You know, like we both work different schedules, so you know we may not get on every week. We didn't go on the first 2 weeks, which sucks. You know, but you know,
but we getting into the meat of the season now. We gonna get here when y'all need us,
right? So you can expect us to next time get back on. Probably when, Jay? What day you looking at?
Damn.
You looking at like right after the games Monday?
Man, that's probably better for me because I should be. I gotta work Monday, but I'll be home at the work like at 9. So yeah, let's do something. We can even get into it at like
I was gonna say
Shucks.
if you want,
We
we
can
can
get
get it.
into it while the game is on.
I was about
Yeah.
to say like we can probably get into it like after because there's 2 games Monday night. If you want, we can go
Mm-hmm.
like sometime during the second game.
Good. I'm with that.
All right, bet. All right, Lee. All right, chat. So you saw that, you heard that. We'll be on Monday around sometime the second game, which is the Rams and Bengals game. We'll get on around there, and then we'll discuss waiver wire. By that time, everybody's already gonna be played, so we can give y'all tips on who to pick up as far as waiver goes. Any more trade stuff going on, any news and all that good stuff. So, Jay, anything you want to add before we log out of this mug?
Do not forget
Uh-oh.
to hit that bell and subscribe and that thumbs up.
I like it.
All right, YouTube.
All right, man.
Over
Jay.
and out.
Over and out, man. Say hi to
Oh, my bad.
Uh-oh.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
EJ Entertainment, E_J Entertainment. Showing y'all all the goodies around here.
I actually got to put that up on the screen somewhere too. For the next stream, I'm gonna put it on the top, so then it's just right there. So,
I even do a little chefing, show y'all how to make pizza.
There you go.
What I'm saying?
How
y'all make a little omelet, how to get it done on that grill.
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
E_J's Entertainment.
You hear that, guys?
Instagram.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and post. Not post it, but
pull it up right here. Let's see.
Right there. E_J's Entertainment. And we don't do just fantasy football stuff. We do food vlogs. We go around doing food events. Rating food, reviewing food, watch us eating food. So that's pretty much the 2 main things we do on our YouTube channel. There's this we do during football season, and then we do the food vlogs year round. Year round, baby.
That NC State Fair coming. We gotta let y'all know what time it is.
We got the State Fair coming out next month, so that's most likely gonna be our next food vlog. And with the fair food, they be having some crazy stuff out there. So stay tuned for that.
It's gonna be wild.
And that's it. And ladies and gentlemen, again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow, sub, and hit the bell.
Hey.
Peace out.